Ooh, ooh. Hey, there's fucking semi-pro over here.
I didn't know we were having Will on tonight. Fucking big out for fucking Nerdicide of first half of the year. Fucking we got Will Ferrell. Damn.
That's right.
He's like, hello, thanks for immediately making fun of me. Goodbye.
Nah, I love it. I love it. I went and got something so that I
Nice.
would be part of the Pop Top crew. I got a Moscow Mule in a can.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
I gotta go grab him.
It can't be any
Cheers,
better
guys.
than this.
It's not better than that.
I
It's a
don't
lot better.
I don't like beer. The only beer that I actually says James is unable to join. So
Huh. Yo, pal Bam. Hit the thingy.
I don't like beer.
Well,
The only beer I like is like terrible this kind of beer.
I have one that I kind of like that's
you
down
buy
there.
King Cobra.
I thought I was out of them, but so I went to the store and got these. But Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
I'm off hard liquor. I had an incident like 2 months ago.
Nice.
This is mostly what I drink. This is my favorite alcohol, and I know I'm not being ironic or
Cotton
sarcastic.
candy?
Yeah, it's cherry
Hard
cola.
soda?
It tastes this doesn't taste like the seltzers where it tastes like
Yeah,
like
I don't
seltzer
like the
water.
seltzers. Yeah.
This tastes like actually just like a fucking like a cherry cola with alcohol.
Really?
Okay.
And
good.
Super fucking cheap. Like they're not good for you. It's 100 calories a can, so it's like.
Yeah,
But
this
it's
was
delicious.
like $12 for a 4-pack. But
I don't know what happened to James. He's all the way gone. But yeah.
what about I think he can do it on Nerd Sells His Shit. That's also James. So you could try adding that one.
Just invite to join no one. I can add him as a moderator.
That is bizarre.
Is he's try to send no one's sent me any requests.
Yeah, James, you try to send one.
There he goes. He's back on there. Let's try that one. See if this works. I've been thinking about this shit. There he is.
There he is.
There he is. I was thinking about why am I so far away now? Why did it push me back 10 feet?
Yeah, you got to find the right angle.
I don't really want to be that close. Too intimate. Oh, God.
Awkward.
Yeah. No. Take that phone, put it up those gym shorts that I know you got on.
Actually, I got
Let's play who's wearing what on their
track
bottoms.
pants on.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So James, we know James has track pants. What are
Oh,
you rocking
Sorry, I
down
should have
below?
played the
Gordon?
guest game.
I'm wearing tight jeans.
That's on.
Yeah, I got
That's some Florida shit. It's fucking cold in California, bro.
Dude, it's cold here too. I'm in Jacksonville, so
Take a look.
it's like nice. Yeah, I want a jacket and
Pouring
boxers.
fucking rain. It's been raining for 2 weeks straight here, especially in the Bay, and it's a fucking nightmare. Everything's flooding. Thankfully, my house is no longer on a hill because I'd be really worried about it. My old house would have been scary.
Like 5 degrees all day, so.
I'll take that over this rain, honestly.
It's supposed to get down to 37 tonight in Florida. I'm really going to feel chilly, guys.
Shitty.
That's kind of how it is here. It's like 50, then 30s.
Yeah, it's 43 right now. So
Got 2 heaters on in the garage right now.
and you're smoking a heater.
I turn the heater off because it's noisy. So in like an hour, my nose is going to start running. It's great. Um, welcome, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey,
We're gonna do this thing where we're gonna talk about movies in a roundabout way. No one's on, so I'm only explaining this for you guys. Not that you already don't know, but I'm gonna explain it. We're gonna each talk about our 5 favorite movies, and then one bad movie. I figure we'll do 5 and just work our way up, take turns. And then you pick your movie, talk about it. That's the most important thing. Talk about what you liked about it. I'm very interested. Sarcasm. And then maybe last we'll do our worst of the your least favorite movie or whatever. If you guys even dislike the movie, I find it hard to believe.
Believe me, it was tough, but there was one pure shitter that I have on my list.
Perfect. I love it.
I just liked the movie so hard this year that it made me start to hate the person involved with the movie completely. And now I'm kind of boycotting that person.
Wow.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. And
yeah, we're letting the hate shine through.
That's right.
I have a little notebook. I'm going to write everything down so I don't forget. I don't know if you guys are... I can write it down for you. If you don't want to write it down...
I've only seen 5 movies, so I have them, all ready to go.
Well, I mean, in terms to, like, at the end, we're going to... then I'm going to do, a top 4 of everyone's lists and see whose list we like the most. We're each going to pick our favorite lists in order, so we can make fun of each other, right?
I like it.
Yeah.
And we can see if there's a movie that made multiple lists.
Yeah, multiple lists, and if anybody has the same list, you have to kill yourself. That's the rule.
Probably hilarious is my number 3 movie is probably your most hated movie.
Ooh, man, I don't know. If you picked my
No,
most hated,
it's not. No, it's not.
Because it's fucking, it's a real piece of shit. I actually almost changed it today because I was thinking about something else, and I was like, holy fuck, what about that one? There was no shortage. But there was a lot of good movies, and I feel like my list is really honest and not pretentious, so I like it. I was very happy with it. I mean, I did a top 10 because I always do a top 10, so I've got the extra 5 if anybody wants to hear it later. But who wants to go first? Who wants to start a 5-er?
What do we go with? Our fifth pick, you said?
We'll do 5th.
5 first, yeah.
And then I'll write it
All
down.
right. I'll go with my 5th pick. You'll hate it right away.
Perfect.
Spirited with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds.
I didn't see it, but I would imagine it's fucking terrible.
It's you know what? It's the classic fucking Scrooge tale told with the brand new twist, and I actually really I enjoyed it way more than I expected enjoying it, and it really got me into the Christmas spirit this year.
Was the twist
Will
that
Ferrell?
it was bad?
What now?
M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Yeah.
It didn't. It kind of had I guess it did have an M. Night Shyamalan twist. You know,
There was musical theme.
because it was very different, and it was musical. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm totally on a pretty much done with Ryan Reynolds at this point. I think his selection in movies and his production company are fucking the worst. I think he's the White Rock, basically. Yeah, he found success in one thing, and he's just gonna keep doing it because it's like general audience's crap. And
You didn't like Free Guy last year?
I didn't watch it.
I
I
thought
didn't like the premise.
Free Guy was an interesting movie. It was fun.
Isn't it just like
Being a real Charles Dickens right now.
Isn't it just like Ready Player One for like dummies?
He's going to be visited by 3 directors tonight. Going to learn to love movies again, guys.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, I could definitely tell you that's not on my list.
Okay.
So we're not going to match. So who's next?
Here we go. I don't have to kill myself.
I'll go. You're probably gonna roast this one too, but it was a fucking banger, man. I went, didn't have high expectations. The story on the first one was kind of like garbage. Didn't know what they were gonna come back with, but I'm going The Way of Water at number 5.
Oh, the Avatar.
Oh,
Yeah,
was Avatar considered a 2020? Did it come out in 2022?
It did. It was a Christmas
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, shit. I just saw it tonight.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought the story was awesome. I cried a couple times. I have a child, so it's allowed.
I cried through some good.
Yeah, I took my. I didn't expect it, honestly. I was just there for like the vibes of the scenery and shit, and the water stuff was badass. It was shot like way different, or CGI or whatever, of anything I've seen underwater before. So it was fire. Plus Zoe Saldana, you know,
it's like the best.
As a Bluey.
It's apparently because like people are just so used to watching like very expedited CGI. You're just used to like the grainy fuzziness that you get in most movies and TV shows. And then you watch something like Avatar where they've been doing the effects for like 5-6 years or whatever the fuck. And then it's just like, oh, this looks like real. Like it actually looks real.
Yeah. It was like deep fake real. It was like that good. So fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about the effects. Yeah. I've heard plenty that the story's meh or mid or whatever, but I just didn't get to it. And I honestly, like, the first one, I went how many ever fucking years ago that was, and then I had an allergy attack before I went to the theater, and I took some Benadryl, and then I fell asleep for about 40 minutes in the middle of the movie.
You're allergic to 3D, huh?
Yeah. I just, like, passed out, and I woke back up, and I was like, immediately, I was like, I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And
I sat in one of those 4D boxes or something like that. I didn't know. I had no
Andy
idea
bought D-box seats and didn't know what it was, and the seats started moving on him.
And it just started
That's a thing.
And I was like, whoa. And it was dope because like in the water, it felt like a little bit like you were floating. And when they were like punching, you could feel the seat go boom, boom. And it like, so that probably made my experience even better. But like the scenery was fucking gorgeous. And yeah, it was very family oriented story. So if you don't have a child, you might be like, stories, whatever. But if you do have a family, you're going to be like, okay, yeah, this one hit me. So, yeah.
Well, I don't have any family. I've never had a family, so I probably won't.
Hey, I don't have a family either, and it still hit me.
I heard it's like moderately
I hit
tone deaf. I've heard it's moderately tone deaf as far as like how they kind of portray indigenous people and that kind of thing. Where it's kind of very like one-dimensional.
They're blue. I mean,
yeah, but they're blue.
People are tripping.
They're blue.
People are overdoing.
They're blue Native Americans with dreadlocks. It's hard not to
make
see
up
it.
New people. It's
well,
a movie.
Like they would have made them look like fucking xenomorphs or something like crazy, and then I'd be like, all right, I can't associate this with anything. But since they kind of just
are people gonna start hating on like Patrick from SpongeBob and shit? Like it's a movie.
I might
because it's a starfish and it disrespects other starfish.
Disrespects butt.
I think that
Chris, I hit my
hair becomes matted in that way because they live like in the forest. On the beach and stuff.
The white guy explanation of dreads. Here it is.
But I'm just saying.
Look, we gotta explain it.
I don't understand how it would be against indigenous people.
I mean, ask a person of color. Don't talk to me about it.
I guess you're right. I shouldn't try to debate you about indigenous people.
I'm only repeating what I saw on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably one of those $8 fools.
Yeah, they get somebody who bought their check mark.
No, they're mostly just women of color who are journalists
Well, Zoe Saldana is a woman of color who was a lead actress in it, so
Problem solved.
Good point, Andy. Cheers.
cheers.
Anyways, I will download it because I have a fancy TV. I actually might rent it actually from like a Redbox so I can watch like a Blu-ray instead of streaming, because streaming never really picks up the full, like 4K resolution. I just got a new TV and a whole new setup, so I'll watch it.
And then in 2 weeks you can roast me.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Do you think that because of the success of Avatar 2 that 3D TVs in 4K are going to come back?
No.
No?
That was bad. I remember having one.
I kind of fell for the 3D effect in this movie. It felt like it worked.
There's got to
for
be
whatever reason.
2 movies that base that fucking shit off of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just be like, oh, it's coming back because of Avatar. You can only watch the Avatar movies on it.
If they made another My Bloody Valentine or something in 3D, you'd go and watch that shit. You'd buy a 3D TV just to watch that shit.
Remember when we put up that iPhone and it just like came preloaded with a fucking U2 song on it? You go buy a fucking 4K 3D fucking TV and it's already preloaded with fucking Avatar. God damn it, why did I buy this fucking thing?
Like a phone with a U2 album.
That was such a bad time. That was such a bad couple of years in movies when you were trying to avoid the 3D showings of all these fucking movies and they were eating up theater space, and I was like always trying to not go, and I was so irritated by it, and I was glad that it died. I also don't think that Avatar's making really good money, but it's not blockbusting out like the first one. So I don't think it's going to really change anything.
I think it's made a lot. It's like made $2 billion already, right?
Yeah, but like Endgame made $1 billion, like.
Yeah, but this made $2 billion. You know what I mean?
It made that money, but no one I know in a 30-mile radius has seen it.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody other than you guys.
People that see it go see it twice, I guess, apparently.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I would say this is a movie theater movie in the sense of like seeing it in IMAX, seeing it in 3D, seeing it just on the big screen, just in general. Like this is a movie theater movie. So, and I had a great experience. That's why it hits 5 for me.
Action going on. That's fucking rad.
I think that's a fucking fair thing to say. I'll probably hate it because I'm watching it on my TV in my house. It just won't have the same effect. Like, look at these dumbass fucking people with their stupid hair. Anyways, Courtney, you might as well go now.
I'll go now. My number 5 is Barbarian.
Nice.
Oh.
I
still have not seen it.
I went into that so fucking blind. I put it on like super late. Like it was super fucking late. And I got baked. And right when the turn happened, I seriously was just like this on my couch, like, what the fuck? I was like, this is crazy. Like, I'm fucking opening. I was just along for the fucking that movie.
Yeah.
It was such a nice breath of fucking fresh air to kind of watch on a whim and just be like taken away. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut you off and we can talk about it because that's actually my number 5 too, Jinx.
Oh,
that's actually my number 5. So let's chew on it a bit. Yeah, I totally agree. Rosina and I watched it, and it was one of those things where I think once they cut, I don't know if this is a spoiler for you guys, but once they cut to Justin Long singing in the car, I had like the biggest grin on my face because I was like, what the fuck is this movie? And I was like, and I'm like, as soon as I saw him singing in this convertible, I was like, holy shit, this is weird as hell. And then it just, from there, they were just like, okay, because you don't know what to expect at that point. Like, and that's a fun thing when you're watching a movie where you don't really see where it's going. Because like, I'd say 75% of the time, you can kind of go, okay, the hero character's going to do this, and they're going to have their little redemption arc, and they're going to figure it out. But like, this is like a weird movie where you're like, what the fuck? And then the last 10 minutes are just so wild. I would describe it as zany. It's fucking zany, and I loved it.
Zany.
Because I watched it with my mom because she was like, I don't know, is it going to be scary? I was like, it's not scary, but it's like, it's weird enough to make you unsettled. And I fucking loved it. And then the ending, oh my God, it just, everything. I would say, like, it was the best horror movie of the year. And that doesn't mean, because a lot of people nowadays, they want to say when it's like the best horror of the year, there has to be like now it has to be like some artsy fucking really like creepy, or it has to be very scary or intense. And this was kind of like, this had an old school horror vibe to it. Like, it has an Evil Dead vibe, or maybe an Army of Darkness vibe, without being like a copy of something that Sam Raimi did. It's weird, not too gory, but graphic. It's graphic. I fucking loved it, man. I had so much fun.
Good horror movie does too, where it has that underlying social commentary that's running it, that kind of ties it all together. No, it was super fun. I absolutely love the fact that I was able to go into that knowing nothing about it.
And that's what everyone was saying. Like, everybody on the internet, don't like read anything, don't watch anything, just fucking watch it. And because like the first 15 minutes, I'm like, this is pretty by the numbers kind of stuff. And then it has a great turn, and just super well done. Loved everything.
Oh yeah.
It made me more of a Skarsgård fan.
Yeah, he's fucking great in it.
His bug-eyed bitch.
This one's like literally the top one on my list of. I have like the movies I've seen and then movies to see. This one's right at the top, so it's like one I was gonna watch this week.
Go watch it right now. As soon as you're done, stay up all night.
Yeah, Justin. I'm a big Justin Long guy, so
he's a Scream Queen, man. He's it. He's the new Scream Queen. Well, I don't have to go because that was my answer.
Yeah, it's on you, James.
Oh, it's back to me. Okay. My number 4 movie
Your book
here is probably going to be The Black Phone.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why has it got to be a black phone? Why can't it be a
what
white
does
phone?
that say about phones?
Mm-hmm. What does it say about race? Let's make every one of you guys pick about race.
Please don't.
Why was that white phone doing blackface?
Yeah, why was like somebody at one point answered a white phone and it was like the police, you know? What was that trying to say?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we have to, when I get visited by those 3 directors, I'll ask them. Bye, babe. Have a good night.
I liked that movie. I didn't love it. I remember people like, this is like amazing. And I remember going, I'm so excited. And I thought it was like, it was good. Didn't blow me away, but very well done. I don't think the story really did much for me, but I thought it was really well made.
I thought it was awesome. I loved all the little aspects of it. I loved the kids in the movie. I thought the little girl who had the vision or whatever, I thought she was pretty cool. And I love the little Hispanic kid that gets killed in the beginning. He's a real badass. And
yeah, shouldn't that kid be in fucking jail?
he is a little shit for real. But
didn't he try to basically almost murder another child? Like,
yeah, he just threatened him. You know,
if he wouldn't have been killed by a magician, he would have ended up in jail for murder eventually.
Yeah, I mean that might be true, but who knows? Him and that kid were developing a little friendship, so maybe they would have helped each other out through life. You know,
maybe.
Yeah, but we'll never know because.
Have you read the?
What's that?
Have you read the short story?
No, I don't read.
No.
Thanks.
I know.
Thank you. Justin's a smart man right
It's 30 pages. Christ.
Readings for chicks, all right?
He said it. I believe it.
I only read comic books, and even then, I'm really behind on all my comics.
Yeah. I'll read a menu.
I read the captions on TikTok.
I'll read them. Fucking dick.
I read Pokemon cards.
I read the Bible and the Bible only. All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
that's a good pick. I like it. I like that director. I think he's great. I think he's gonna. I'm glad that movie was successful, and because even if like a movie I don't really love, but I really appreciate like the direction. I like stuff like that to actually work and be successful, because then that director gets to make more stuff that I might like a little more the next time around. And I really like that guy. He's very good.
My favorite part of that whole movie was the coked out brother who was he was trying to like figure out the plan, and he had every last detail, and he just couldn't get that it went right to his fucking house.
It was like in street.
Yeah.
That's a fun little nugget. All right, who's next?
All right, I guess it's me. Number 4 is a movie that probably has the best casting for one single actor of the year, in my opinion. And I'm talking about David Harbour as Santa Claus. I'm going Violent Night at number 4.
Oh, nice. I didn't see that.
Either. It looks.
It's gory. It's hilarious. It's dark. It's Die Hard meets John Wick meets Home Alone. It's pretty much Die Hard though, but McClane is Santa Claus basically.
Right. Yeah.
But a lot of very clever kills. I think it's going to be one of those things that I put in my rotation every Christmas, and if we go 5 years down the line, it's going to end up being like a cult classic for people, I think, because it is fun as shit. And it's, like I said, there's some very gory stuff, but it's also hilarious. It's just awesome. But David Harbour as Santa Claus is like spot on.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that movie. I meant to rent it, but I have not done that yet. Was on my list, and
even after Christmas, watch it. It's so good.
Look, it's Joe Russo.
Yeah,
Joe
Russo.
Joe, have you seen Violent Night?
Oh yeah,
What's up, Joe?
He was tweeting about it every fucking day for like a week.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Joe does good tweets. I like Joe's
Joe
tweets.
does good tweets.
Yeah.
He
tweets.
That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah.
Courtney, try to pick one that's not one that I picked this time.
Yeah, Courtney.
For his watcher.
Nice.
Look at that. I got double shout outs. I love it.
No, mine was Watcher on, what was that, on Prime?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Prime.
Did I bootleg? And then it was on Shudder. I think it was on Shudder first. No, Shudder then Prime.
It's called Watcher.
Watcher, yeah.
Just Watcher.
Watcher.
Some voyeur type shit.
It's a horror movie.
It's really good.
Actually, two. It's the girl from It Follows.
Okay.
She was in another sci-fi horror that was also very enjoyable. With that dude from White Lotus and The Office. Significant Other, I think that one's called. That one was also really enjoyable. I really like that one. Weird. Watcher's actually my number 6. Just inched out.
Yeah. Watch it the preview, and I like the lighting on it.
It's good, man. It gets weird. I really liked it.
Yeah, and the guy who's in it, the one guy, he just has like the face of murderer. He's got murderer face. He's got Willem Dafoe face. So like if you saw that guy at any point in your life, you're like, that guy kills people for sure.
Carl Glussman.
Did you guys watch fucking like Pacific and that?
Yeah.
of the scientists in Pacific Rim.
Yeah, he was with Charlie Day.
Yeah.
That he was also briefly in The Expanse for a season.
Oh, yeah.
I liked him on that. That's a good ass pick. I love that fucking movie. Honestly, that was probably, yeah, it's like my second favorite horror movie from last year. Really enjoyable.
I'd like to watch this. I loved It Follows, and I like that chick a lot.
Yeah,
So.
after that, you have to check out.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
gonna put this one on the
Others
list.
on Paramount Plus. He went straight to Paramount Plus. It's also really cool. Check that one out as well.
Totally thought you were gonna go Bros there, but whatever.
My pick. Oh, my number 4. This might be hit on a few people's lists, so get upset. It's Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick.
Okay, you gotta I think it was good, but you gotta explain this because I saw so many people with it, like people I respect on YouTube that do movie reviews and stuff that had it at number 1. For me, it was in the top 15, but I was so shocked that so many people had it top 5 or even number 1.
I think because I think it's one of those things where without the nugget of knowledge of knowing that it's practical, if you go into that movie knowing it's practical and then you watch it, you go, holy fuck. And I feel like the weight of those scenes mean more seeing the reactions of the actors actually in those cockpits and stuff, knowing that they're feeling the force of those planes and reacting. And then I already known that they were recording their own lines of dialogue with little cameras that they put in there and shit. Knowing all that, knowing that fucking Tom Cruise flew a plane himself, knowing that he's an insane person, and all that stuff was real. I mean, it's Avatar in a way, except it's the opposite of Avatar. So you're watching something that's pure spectacle. It's pure movie entertainment. There's the stories, whatever. It's a faceless regime, just like the first one where it's they can't say a country, because they're trying to make money in every country.
Right.
And then it was also Tom Cruise hasn't done anything even remotely. He hasn't kissed a woman on screen since I think Cameron Diaz.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, because he basically didn't want to do anything like that after that. So you have that. Jennifer Connelly's really good. All of the new kids, all of those younger actors, very charismatic, very good. Everybody's very charming. It's also an army movie without any fucking political
shit. Yeah, that's true.
There's no message.
That's true.
There's no message other than working hard and being a team player. That's why for the entire country to rally around a movie that's kind of about military stuff, even your superless leftist was enjoying it because they're not they don't at any point preach one way or the other. This is good or this is bad. They're just we got to work really hard to do this one thing or we'll die. And it's kind of like that. And then Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise. He plays a maniac who does maniac things. And
it felt like a Tom Cruise movie to me.
But that's why
I didn't really care that much about everybody else.
I thought
Tom Cruise stole the whole thing for me.
I'm not a big Miles Teller guy. I thought he was really good, and I thought that Glenn Powell guy was a perfect Ice Junior.
Mm-hmm.
I thought all that stuff really works. But again, it's just watching the plane stuff and just hearing the music. And again, since nostalgia is such a big part of movies now, it's such the fad nostalgia. I thought it's very rare that they've been making these reimaginings or reboots or whatever, and they're actually really, really good. Or in this case, better than the first one. This movie is so much better than the first one because the first one,
it is.
Those actors are not in those fucking planes. Tom Cruise not in those planes. It's it's all cutaways. It's all whatever. And that's not no disrespect. R.I.P. the God Tony Scott, because it's still shot really well. That plane stuff, I watched the first one about a month before the new one came out. We watched it. Still great. but it's very 80s and it oozes that.
Yeah.
And they don't try
Hot
to
Shots is
replicate
better
that
than
in
the
this one at
original
all.
Top Gun.
They get the nostalgia of it, but they don't replicate it. So it doesn't feel like an 80s movie. It feels modern. And Tom Cruise for me is he's top 5 all time for me, actor. Anybody involved with movies, he's top 5 for me, and I'll watch anything he does, and I love it. I'm not into plane stuff. For example, I'm not going to watch Plane.
The movie Plane?
I'm not going to watch the movie Plane.
How'd you feel about snakes on a plane?
I don't remember a single frame from it.
You don't remember when Samuel L. Jackson looked at
I remember
the
that line, but I don't remember.
And he
like,
said, I'm tired of all these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Yeah.
You don't remember
I remember
when he
that
did
line
that?
of dialogue.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's my very, very long thing. And I don't care that everyone's making this big hullabaloo about, I don't know if you saw that Gerard Carmichael Scientology joke from the Golden Globes.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of dumb.
The Gerard Carmichael special Nathaniel, though, fucking amazing.
Oh, he's great. He's great. But that joke, I was like, everyone's like, ooh, he's really like messing with Scientology. And I was like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise doesn't even talk about it in public anymore. So they got that shit on such a tight lid. Like, who cares? Like,
well, the Miscavige guy is getting fucking taken down anyway by the federal government. So
as long as they leave my poor innocent baby TC alone.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think it's like one of those things. It's like, did Michael Jackson look at some kids' buttholes? Probably.
Maybe.
But did he make some really good songs? Definitely. And that's how I feel about Tom Cruise.
Yep.
You think Tom Cruise looked at some kids' butthole?
It's on the same level. Is it?
And he put out banger.
First older dude
fucking banger.
Touched by.
Banger track from Tom Cruise.
I'm not saying it was worth it, but I'm saying if it helped this artist create along the way, yeah, it's fine. I don't have a moral,
what is this justification?
I don't have a moral conundrum.
Show's over.
Yeah, like,
would you rather be touched by the Pope or Michael Jackson?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Michael Jackson has a fucking roller coaster or whatever and a bunch of tigers and shit. That's a good time.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
there's a monkey involved.
You know,
when that Michael Jackson documentary came out, that was like right when we kind of started doing these. And I remember I could not stop talking about it for like 2 episodes. I kept bringing it up. And my main thing was like, yeah, but like he took one of the kids to the set of Raiders of the Lost Ark and he got to like meet Harrison Ford in his prime as Indiana Jones and like hold the whip and shit. And I was like,
yeah, I would have been like,
please touch my dick. If I was a child, I'd be like, go nuts. Suck my bald dick. I would love to be on the set of Raiders.
Suck my bald dick.
I would not remember that. You know what I would remember? Fucking Indiana Jones, like shaking my hand. That's what I would remember.
Yep.
Does the draft pod get canceled from this or just Nerdicide?
I was going to...
Well, I agree with Justin, so I guess...
Great time, guys.
I mean...
We're starting the new year with our first episode and getting everyone...
There are a few, there are a few iconic... Like, that's on par with, like, maybe like being on the set of like T2 with Arnold, kind of things where it's such an iconic character, an actor in his most iconic. Well, I mean, obviously I'm too young for Han Solo, unless they did like, unless I was on like Force Awakens. But at that point, I'm a grown man, and if someone's molesting me to see that shitty movie, then it's on me.
Here we still
fucking Raiders, man.
Justin can't get out of it, you know?
Well, plus you walk around and like all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, what's up, Macaulay? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool.
I'll be fucking short round. I'll be real round. You know
I don't
what I mean?
I don't recall a time in my pre-teenage years where I shouted, I'd let somebody butt fuck me to meet Harrison Ford.
Well,
I've never said that.
That. It's just diddling. It's different.
Yeah, it was just
I didn't know.
I mean, I didn't have at that age, that age range. I didn't have a sex drive. So if you like, again, if you want to play with my bald dick, go nuts. It means nothing to me. It's just the thing I pee out of.
Okay. All right. So, you want me to tell you my third pick then?
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, no. With that, you did 4. Wait, what are we on?
3.
No.
3.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think you just picked your 4th. And then you went on about Michael Jackson touching your balls for a long time.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead.
So my number 3 is Gray Man with Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. Netflix original.
Speaking of shoddy CGI,
you know, nothing in this movie took me out of the movie. The movie was a lot of fucking fun all the way throughout. Chris Evans is a bad guy. I thought he was a lot of fucking fun the whole fucking time. He was saying shit that was really off the cuff, that really got a lot of reaction out of me. Like, hit me in the LOLs a lot. So,
this is fun. This is a fun ass movie.
Yeah,
I like Gosling a lot. I like Chris Evans, but I'm a big Gosling guy. But
yeah, me too.
Directed by In the Comments Joe Russo. Come on now.
Those action sequences were just they're almost invisible because you can't really see anything that's happening at any time. What about the part? Wasn't there like a part where like Ryan Gosling is just like in the middle of this shootout for like an extended period of time and like he never gets fucking shot?
Well,
like there's just like all of a sudden these cops come like with like machine guns and they're just like shooting in all directions and he's just like there. I remember thinking like, holy fuck, he's just not gonna get shot. He should get shot a bunch of times in this scene, and he never does. But
well, you know, he's the hero, and he happened to luck out and duck those bullets in this round. So, nice work, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
I just even with, like you said, the special effects are slightly shoddy, I guess I would say, but this movie was nonstop action from beginning to end. And I never felt like anything dragged in it. I literally had fun from the moment it started to the moment it ended. So, you know, I feel like it's a solid number 3 pick.
Would you say you had like Michael Jackson levels of fun, or I'm sorry,
it's in my top 15. I'm with James.
Relate.
It was a ton of fun.
Relate your feeling to this movie to the Michael Jackson molestation charges.
I like it more than Michael Jackson molesting people.
It's like a thumb and an index finger, you know?
Allegedly.
Hand, but it's a thumb and the index finger.
All I can say is this movie is greater than that. Yeah.
I'll agree. It's probably better than that. The human experience.
Yeah, but Raiders.
Yeah, but like that's not on the table in this scenario. I'm just saying a straight up molestation.
Oh well.
No set visit.
Yeah.
Tough call.
All right.
No set
like
visit.
You know what I like?
All right.
I don't necessarily like all these picks, but I like the diversity of the list, and that makes me happy. Keep it going.
Right.
And it diversify your movies.
That's right. And at number 3 for me is total artsy movie, I guess. It's what I want to see more of Hollywood doing. I like weird shit. This was weird. It was hilarious. The fight scenes were badass. And the, movie acting was awesome. So I'm going Everything, Everywhere, All at Once at number 3.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, this was absolute heat. The editing was fucking insane. I don't even understand how they did it. I love the multiverse aspect of what they did it. It was hilarious. I liked the weird hot dog scene, if you know what I mean. there was other people I talked to that were like, that took me out of it, and I was like,
Really?
that got me into it. Yeah, there was people that were just like, it got too
jumping
weird
onto
at
the
that point.
butt plug didn't take you out of it?
Dude, that got me into it even harder. You know what I'm saying? That's a double.
Is this on anybody else's list?
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to.
Dude, I cannot recommend it enough. I'm mad at myself that I put off seeing it for so long. I literally finished it today.
Holy shit.
Like watch it in parts because my internet fucking sucks on my TV downstairs. But it's finally working today, so I did it, and god damn it. Andy, did you cry at all?
I think I might have.
Yeah,
like,
I cried.
But it was like more
I cried
of
two
like,
times in that movie, man.
Yeah.
I cried a lot.
Wow.
Talk about
it's just
and fucking shit hitting you in the feet. That shit got to me pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Should I
just very creative shit that happened in this movie? But if it's gonna pop up later on, then I can leave it at that, and we can talk more when it hits the other person's list.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. Let's take a 1 minute break because I have to immediately pee.
Okay.
Talk about yourself.
Ooh.
I'll be right back.
I'll talk about some honorable mentions. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm here. They're not.
Chris said
it's not on my list. I don't think it's going to be on anybody else's list, but Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent absolutely slapped.
So what I did originally when he and I were first in lists together, I did a top 10 of all my favorites, that ascending top 10 of shit that just got worse as I watched.
Yeah.
Is getting shittier. Did a top missed out on, and that was all on that list. Like, I'm mad that I didn't watch it yet. It looks fucking great.
It's so good, man. It's so good. Nick Cage is being all Nick Cagey. He's like playing.
I'm glad somebody gave him like a playground and like, just be you, man.
Yeah. And I like that he was playing into what everybody thinks that he is. So he was leaning completely into it, which was hilarious. Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
That he's got out right now looks like complete dog shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're going to get out of Nick Cage. You're going to get some dog shit ones just so that he can. I feel like sometimes he takes those roles, though, just because he's like, look, I know this movie ain't that great and it's not going to get a big audience, so literally I can do whatever the fuck I want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you jump around in those situations and you got an opportunity to put yourself in there and fuck around, why not? Why not?
Yeah. I mean, that's like that one movie, Vampire's Kiss or whatever. I feel like that's what that was. And now that's turned into like this cult classic.
I really think that just became, I think, like, wait, he's how fucking crazy in this? And he just kind of got to it and see it to believe it type of
and then it
thing.
Just becomes hilarious.
It is just not in that movie.
Hey,
look at this timing.
to me, Mario.
What?
80 for Brady. What the fuck does that mean?
Probably something dumb.
I can't see any comments. It doesn't let me.
No.
That's weird.
Chris says you dudes excited for 80 for Brady. I don't know what that is.
What? Oh my god! It's a bunch of old ladies, and Tom Brady is somehow in it.
Oh yeah, that was that. Wasn't Sally Field in that?
Jane Fonda, Sally Field, Rita Moreno,
Yeah.
Lily Tomlin.
Oh, it's a movie.
A bunch of grandmas that are obsessed with Tom Brady.
Okay.
Oh god.
The answer is no.
I actually am excited for that movie. It looks fun.
Speaking of child diddlers, that's Tom Brady.
No,
Oh, I
he's
thought you were going to
kissing
say
his
Sally
son.
Field.
He just kisses. He just open mouth kisses his son on a regular basis. No big deal.
If there's anyone famous that's synonymous with child touching, it's fucking Sally Field.
Yeah.
All right.
If there's grass on the field, you know.
Courtney,
Back.
let's hear your number 3.
My number 3 is Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Nice.
you're not going to tell us?
Yep.
No.
No, Nope was fun, man. That's another one where I just fucking went in blind and didn't pay attention to anything and had a blast with it. I thought it was super fun.
Yeah,
Where does this rank in the Jordan Peele movies for you?
For me, probably 3rd. I would probably do I'd probably just do the order they came out and get Nope.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that.
But that's
3rd.
how good he is that he's number 3 on your list, and this is like probably his 3rd best.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I love Nope. I really like Keke Palmer. And they got
that works.
They have 2
Thor.
fucking, what is it? Keith David.
Oh, Keith David. Open it, dude.
Yeah, and they got the dude from The fucking Crow. They got the dude who played Top Dollar. That guy's voice is just like permanently in my head.
They got Glenn.
Oh, yeah, they got Glenn. Sure. Yeah. What a great fucking cast. So good. That whole side story with the fucking chimp and stuff is wild.
That is super.
Yeah.
Like, for a good portion of that movie, I'm like, fucking Millhouse, when are you going to get to the fireworks back? I just wanted to know about that goddamn chimp.
Yeah, I think that part really, I don't know why, but the Signs comparisons are fair because it feels like Signs at times.
Yeah.
But for just the tone at times and just the whole things about things kind of like connecting and sort of like that. But great movie, loved it. I loved it. Didn't make my list. It's in my honorables, but love that movie. Love it.
Cool.
I love it. Who's next? Me?
I think it's you.
We lost Semi-Pro. Where'd he go?
I'm here. I'm just taking a pee.
In your room?
The corner of your pocket.
Yeah, man. I want to still be a part of it.
I have 2022 movies pulled up on Google, and the movie Smile. Hopefully that's not on anyone's list, but the way that it's like shown on my thing, it's got like a little thing in front of it, so it looks like it says Smilf. What would a Smilf be?
Smiles I'd like to fuck.
No, it's
Single man I'd
so
like to
maybe
fuck?
I'd like to fuck.
Single man I'd like to fuck.
I think more of like the Larry David
And
kind of voice.
perfectly with the face of that lady. She's smiling about thinking of all the single men she's gonna fuck.
Yeah, it's a new app.
Smiles on my rewatch list because I watched it pretty late and I passed out. I passed out and I woke up like right towards the end and I was like, holy fuck. I was like, I gotta rewatch this.
They went for marketing campaign of the year, though.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys see this shit?
I didn't see the movie, but that marketing campaign blew my
They
mind.
plugged people in the back of home plate in a bunch of baseball games and then just had people smiling the entire game like,
Yeah.
I saw that.
it was so great.
It was
Is it
amazing.
Kevin Bacon's daughter that's in that?
Kevin Bacon. I don't know.
Is her name Shaken?
I think the main girl in that is Kevin Bacon's daughter.
It would be news to me. But
Yeah, it is. Sosie Bacon.
go.
Wow.
Her name is Sosie, so it's pretty close to shaken. Starts with an S.
Shaken bacon. Stay tuned for more dad jokes.
I'm not even a dad, but I'm good at them.
And you solid on the dad jokes.
Maybe she's Michael J. Fox's, niece. She could be shaking bacon.
Jeez. I am ready. You want to go ahead and...
Because he shakes, because he has, carpal tunnel or something.
Yeah, and I'm catching shit for the Michael Jackson stuff. That's way more canceled.
That's worse.
Wait,
way worse. Michael J. Fox is an icon.
He is.
And it's not a choice.
Joke.
I actually had a joke when I first found out about it was, how do you stop shaken baby syndrome? You don't let Michael J. Fox babysit your child.
I find all of that to be a little...
Justin's offended.
I'm not offended. It's in that weird, like, Andrew Dice Clay kind of comedy that I just don't think is that funny.
I don't know how you talked about diddling kids.
That's funny.
That
No, that's not funny. It's the Harrison Ford thing that sells it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
when you think something sells it.
Yeah. Speaking of funny movies, my number 3 is The Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh, The Banshees of Irishmen.
Yeah, love this movie. Love Colin Farrell. Love that director. He's never made a bad movie. In Bruges is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's actually in my top 10 of all time. Colin Farrell is one of my favorite actors. This movie is like a dark comedy that at times feels like a horror movie, which feels like a tragedy. There's a lot going on. It's weird. Yeah. It's hard to lock down, but it definitely leaves you feeling sad. There's not. I didn't feel any kind of relief at the end. I felt sad and I had some laughs. What's his face? I can never remember his fucking name. That ugly fucker. Is his name Dominic or Patrick?
Fucking no.
Colin Farrell?
No. The kid.
Oh, Domhnall.
Dominic. Okay, yeah.
Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
The
Joker. He was really good. And he's not in very many scenes, but man, he's so fucking good in that. That's the first thing I really, really liked him in. Because I find his face to be so upsetting that I normally don't want to see it for an extended period of time.
It's his haircut is what it is.
Yeah, his nose and his eyes and his lips.
Yeah.
And pretty much his whole face. Just makes me want to gag when I see it. But,
I really like him in Gangs of New York.
I don't remember that. Are we talking about the same ugly fucker?
I think so.
I think it's Brendan Gleeson, right?
No.
Oh, no.
Talking about the kid.
He's talking about Barry Keoghan.
Yeah, Barry Keoghan. That fucking guy. He was the Joker in the Batman. And he was in that Killing of a Sacred Deer with Colin Farrell, which is really uncomfortable.
Okay.
He's in a lot of stuff. He's mostly weird.
His face doesn't make sense.
He looks like a young Elon Musk.
Oh, yuck.
Just poor.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie. And
the scenery was fire. I'll say that.
I just I can't. I give me a neurotic Colin Farrell any day. He's so good when he's got his eyebrows just completely like this, concerned, and the idea of
Yeah,
it,
you're right.
you know, yeah, the basic plot of like, you know, your best friend just up and decides doesn't want to be your friend anymore, is really horrifying. And
Especially back then when you can't meet other people.
it was just a lot, and there was a lot going on. And obviously, it's a whole commentary about the Civil War that was going on, where you know,
I mean, you
brother,
literally real time if Justin keeps making butthole jokes.
it was great. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
Be
I fucking
prepared though. Be in the mood to watch it. Like because I need to go back and rewatch it. I can understand why people do love it, but for whatever reason, the mood I was in that night, I was just like, man, this is so slow. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I don't
I
think it was
needed to be.
again. I maybe just because I'm just such a fan of every aspect of it.
Yeah.
All of the cast and the director and stuff, and just the writing is all like stuff I already kind of like. I've loved all of his movies, including that Billboard one from a few years ago.
Yeah, I got into the scenery of the movie and then how well Colin Farrell was acting.
Did you ever
But
see
the other stuff? I was like, I need to go back and watch it because I just didn't. It didn't connect with me.
Did you ever see In Bruges?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I like that.
That's
In
a
Bruges is
good fucking movie.
Yeah. I honestly hope they do another movie together with this director, just so they can have like a trilogy. That would be kind of cool. Like a, you know, kind of like the Simon Pegg, Nick Frost kind of thing, where they have like a third movie. That would be really great. But yeah, I loved it, and I actually am going to watch it again very soon because I want to take in all the stuff I missed the first time around. But yeah, that's
Yeah, I want to rewatch it. But yeah, it
number
was,
2. That was my number 3, actually. Who's next? James.
Back to me.
2.
My number 2 movie. So this moved up to my number 2 today.
Today.
I watched this movie today.
Avatar.
And it is The Glass Onion.
ooh, that's also my number 2. So we can
Oh, look at
we
that.
can duel it.
Boom.
Now you guys have to kiss.
Uh,
That was the rule.
You gotta turn sideways and kiss.
You gotta turn your heads. Figure it out.
Well, like he's below.
Figure out what you do.
I don't know.
You gotta
if
turn your head like
everybody's
that.
screens are the same, but I'm up top on my screen.
Turn to your right.
Listen, when I see Andy, I'll
Turn your
kiss
right.
him.
No, I'm gonna get this screenshot. Turn to the right.
Me?
Yes. Or your other right. Now move forward. Andy, now you turn.
Turn. Go.
Push your
Go.
lips
Turn
Go.
which way?
Turn right.
right. You guys are disappearing. Back it up a couple inches. There you go. James, you go a little higher. Andy, a little lower. All right, now smooch. Now kiss.
Lean in.
Yes. You did it. I will get that screenshot.
So close.
Yeah. I can't believe I went through with all that.
Man.
Showing us.
Glass Onion. This,
Yeah.
you made an Elon Musk joke. This was very Elon Musky.
Oh, yeah. The Miles, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're just kind of making up words that don't really mean that. Batista was awesome. Janelle Monáe just was incredible. Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cast was great.
I love that movie.
And it was
That was
hilarious.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really liked it.
the ending really blew me away. It was I love the way that they did it, and just the retribution that was had by the end. Not to give anything away, but it's fucking badass. I really loved it.
My favorite part of that movie is when they're at the dinner and he's like setting up the whole thing, and then Daniel Craig is just like, it's your turn. And they just fucking
Just shits all over it.
Yeah, I know. He solves that fucking fake ass mystery in fucking less than 3 seconds. So it was awesome.
To Edward Norton.
Oh,
Edward
come
Norton.
on.
Edward Norton did great as the character he played, and I don't know. I feel like the way that they set it up. It just feels like how life would be. It feels like some kind. It feels like what crazy CEOs would be doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that all the flashback stuff.
Yeah.
Norton is wearing the same fucking outfit that Tom Cruise is wearing in Magnolia. The fucking vest and the brown shirt and fucking ponytail fucking hair. God, fucking funny.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently he showed up. He didn't tell Ryan Johnson. He showed up at the set in that outfit and didn't tell him that he was doing it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love that movie. Cast.
Ryan Johnson having this kind of like 2 movies that's probably going to go into 3 movies or even more. As far as this Knives Out series, it kind of gives him retribution for all the bullshit that he had to take for The Last Jedi, you know?
Oh, you mean the best Star Wars movie ever made?
And I'm not saying that I have a problem. I'm not saying that I have a problem with the movie, but I'm saying that he took a lot of bullshit that I felt like was unjustified.
Oh, yeah.
And now the success of this Knives Out series, it kind of throws the shit back in those motherfuckers' faces.
Once
Cordy's
told anybody,
repeat.
oh, I got a great Star Wars. Like, anytime anybody asked him, like, what's up with Star Wars, he's like, I don't fucking know, man. I just got to write a movie, fucking do something.
Yeah.
Like, that's.
I'm actually I'm about 2 episodes away from finishing Andor, and then I think I'm gonna make my definitive Star Wars list, which is gonna make any OG Star Wars fan mad because all the old shit's gonna be at the bottom. Anyways,
Yeah.
because they're just
Yeah.
I'm watching fucking Andor, and I'm like, this is just a perfect show. It's just perfect.
Where you ranking Spaceballs?
The lack of anything really Star Warsy in it. It's like they talk about those things, but there's like what 2 or 3 fucking androids in it. There's barely any androids. Fucking people. Like it's just a good like crime noir fucking dark ass Star Wars story. It's fucking rad.
I hate C-3PO and I hate R2-D2. I just think they're so irritating. But
you mean
like droids? Some of the newer stuff I love so much.
What do you think of Jar Jar?
Jar Jar? Oh. I mean that's fucking George Lucas being even more of a racist than James Cameron.
I was just
oh my god, Jar Jar's racist too. I love Jar Jar.
Are you kidding me? He's doing fucking slave voice the whole fucking trilogy.
Well, I guess that is what that is.
Yeah, and because they got so much hate feedback on it after the second one, the third one he barely speaks. He doesn't talk like that anymore. If you notice in Sith, he's like he doesn't do any of that fucking massa shit anymore.
That's why you got to be a fan of Borgo.
He doesn't say massa. He says misa.
Okay. Whatever keeps you asleep at night, buddy, is your Jar Jar pillow.
I feel like this is also unjustified.
No, it's not. That fucking he's doing slave voice. There's no other fucking. They're gonna tell me that nobody in his inner circle like had the balls to tell him like this is you know what this sounds like, right? You know, it sounds like those old cartoons from the olden days that are racist.
Wait, nobody in Jar Jar's inner circle?
Sat down one day and he was doing the voice to himself, and he's like, man. That's a really good, like, island voice. And then he does it again, and he, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's funny. I never had that take before, but now that you say it, I guess it is kind of glaring.
Try listening to it. Like,
James, do me a favor. Stand up and walk across your room and take down that fucking Jar Jar Binks poster you got hanging up in there.
I tell you what, I used to defend Jar Jar. Like I used to have an AOL hometown webpage that was a Jar Jar Binks fucking
Jesus Christ.
Right.
That says a lot about you. I think there was I think the Freudian slip.
I liked what Jar Jar gave to the, gave a little comedy relief to what was was otherwise just a bunch of political bullshit that just was dumb for the whole movie,
White nationalists.
Did you have a lot of those little
weird stance to take, James?
Listen, I didn't know that my love of Jar Jar Binks was going to relate to race wars or anything like that.
Did you have a lot of those little black dolls in your house?
I don't have anything racist in my house.
Black jockeys in your driveway growing up?
No, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately.
I, on the other hand, the unfortunate camp. I unfortunately had that shit at my house.
Yeah, the what is it? All those weird black collectibles in the South. I've been to a couple houses of people growing up that had that shit in there. Very
the Home Alone thing, like the little jockey that the guy keeps knocking down.
No, like the fucking the big lips and the fucking that kind of art. The people.
When Pusha T put out the Drake thing.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
People collected that shit, and people still have houses full of it. They think it's fine. Anyways, that's why Jar Jar Binks is racist. Anyways, that's a good jump from Glass Onion to that.
Like Top Gun to children's buttholes?
Yeah.
Just as good.
Yeah. Well, hey, he's a Top Gun, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, Courtney, now it's time for you to pick a number 2 and related to something horrific.
Actually, I'll do the horrific part first. Did you guys hear the fucking R. Kelly shit yet?
No.
The album that got pulled?
Yeah, I Admit It.
I didn't listen to it.
I didn't listen to it, but
dude,
yeah,
that track.
I was like, get that shit out of here.
Yeah, I never got
it. Fucked up.
He made a song called "I Admit It."
An album.
Yeah,
an album. Yeah.
What he does in that song, straight up victim blames so hard.
Oh
like he's
God.
Push your kids in my face, or I'm gonna do it. Like that's literally what he says in the fucking song.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I did.
It's the remix to the remix to Ignition. You know what I'm saying?
Like he literally, just like I did it because they let me do it.
I mean, who produced the song?
Yeah, yeah. Good question.
But it's like 55 of him just talking about this shit.
Oh God.
Crazy.
Is it worth a listen?
Is it on YouTube?
Is it worth a listen?
That's where I fucking...
Does it have any ballads?
Okay, so Everything Everywhere All at Once is my number 2.
Nice.
Everything, everywhere.
Absolutely.
Andy, you're absolutely right. Those visuals are fucking bananas. And it never once gets hard to fucking follow. With all those things that they do in it, it's such an easy fucking story to follow. I cared about every single person in that fucking movie. I thought everybody was so endearing and just sweet. Right down to the fucking dude that played Santa Claus on I Think You Should Leave. Fucking the guy at the laundromat. Like, fucking even he was super nice and sweet and lovable. I thought it was super funny. The second he was on screen, I was like, motherfucking Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I wondered if they paid him $2 million because that's his fee.
Can you hear that?
What's up?
I just turned my heater on. I just want to know if you can hear it.
Yeah.
Oh,
a little bit.
Okay. I know it's going to probably pick up real loud on here. I'm freezing to death on this bitch. I'll turn it off. I'll be a man. Whatever.
Yeah. The fight scenes, though. The fight scenes were insane in this damn movie, too.
I like how they had to keep just doing like weird shit, like random stuff to fucking connect, and god damn it,
Like the
that shit got
yeah,
fucking weird.
I really loved it, and I just loved. I mean, there's a couple lines in it, and that are just so perfect. And Jamie Lee Curtis, so funny, so fucking funny.
It's hilarious. And a little pop, like,
That's a
way
good.
too.
Well, shit.
Yeah, I bought this movie on Vudu, and I just have not had a chance to watch it yet. Haven't connected with the light.
It's gonna blow your mind.
I bought the 4K. I got for Christmas. I got a 4K player, so
Okay.
I've been picking up the 4K. And people might say, "Oh, you don't notice." You notice. It's great. Highly recommend 4K Blu-rays, especially things like Spider-Man: No Way Home and like the Batman on a 4K. Because like you watch it 4K on streaming and it just doesn't hit, but you watch it on that and it's it just looks so good.
Yeah.
And I made a big jump because the last TV I bought was like in 2017, so it was like a big ass jump for me. So it's like my whole life has just gotten significantly better. I just feel like I'm finally like a good person now.
That makes sense. A good
Like
TV will make you a good person.
Yeah, you have clarity.
I got a 75-inch Samsung, and I got the fucking player, and I got the LED lights behind it.
Is that what we gotta do? We just gotta buy all these fucking
buy all
whole...
this shit. It's the only way to feel good about myself as a person.
Dude, you're getting me rocked up right now.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was right here, right now.
Yeah, I bought the fucking LED camera. It's like a fucking camera that you mount on top of the TV, and it watches what you're watching, and it will change the colors around the TV to match what you're watching.
Oh my god.
And you think it's very distracting, but it's actually pretty subtle. If you turn down the saturation, it's very nice. But like I fucking like for Christmas, I had it red and green, and then like when I watch Suns games, it's like it's mostly blue for sadness, but
Orange.
it was for a while
Purple
and orange. Those two colors. It's just like it's great. It also has like a thing for music too. It'll listen to like the sound, and it'll fucking do like light shows based on. That's something I'll probably never use, but yeah, I went all out, and my life is just so much better now.
makes sense.
I had a 55
Dude, I got
TV before, and it was dying.
big screen. That's a fact. The first big screen I ever had, I had to move the bed out of my room, and I slept on a couch so that I could have a big screen in my room.
I had the big. When I was in LA, I worked on this show, and this producer,
I can confirm.
I like helped him move all of his furniture, and he was like, "We gave me one of his couches, and then which was a really nice couch because at the time we just had ratty stuff from like the alley, and he also was like gave me his 90s box big screen, those big plastic fuckers with like the speaker in the bottom. I had that in my room, and like I'd have like girls over. Yeah, I'd have like girls come over on like dates and stuff, and they'd be like, "Why do you have this?" And I'm like, I was like, I don't know.
I love big movies. What can I say?
I like really bad resolution on old TVs. That's why. Now shut up and take your pants off.
TVs don't wear pants.
What's next? Are we on ones? We're on ones.
Is it back
Your
to me?
Oh, I'm on my 2.
Wait, you're on your 2 still.
Yeah, you're 2.
My number 2 is the Batman, boys. The Batman.
Hey, before you go any further, that's my number 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Spoiler.
Holy crap.
Noir.
The Batman rules. Robert Pattinson rules. Matt Reeves rules. Zoe Kravitz rules. Colin Farrell rules. Everything about that movie fucking rules. Totally slaps. People complain that it's long, and I tell them, you know what's long? Your face. Shut up.
My dick. Oh.
It's fucking great. There are
Andy's
many
dick.
shots, many scenes in that movie that are just so perfect. And I'm a big Nolan trilogy guy. I love the Nolan trilogy. And I love that this tone-wise is completely different, feels different, and obviously feels way better than the Snyder stuff, which is just like, just like a monster truck. It's like watching like those movies are just like a monster truck. It's just like a big dumb thing smashing into stuff, and you're just like, why are they doing that? Because look at it. That's all that is. And but this is nuanced. Paul Dano as the Riddler, doing like a fucking Zodiac Riddler, fucking rules. He's actually scary, without being too over the top. The Joker thing is the only thing I don't like about it. Thankfully, they cut that long ass scene out, because if that was in there, that might have really taken me out. I just feel like we don't need another Joker right now. We don't need to always have a Joker. And I also don't think that the Joker needs to be like so fucked up. He's so fucked up. Can't he just be like a guy? Like, he just be a fucking guy who is like really smart and crazy with makeup on. He doesn't have to be like all gross. But anyways, I could talk about this movie for days. The first time he shows up at the nightclub scene with those randomly the two twin bouncers, the mine or yours line. Robert Pattinson delivers some lines in there that are so perfect.
Yeah.
And the way they lit his cowl, the way that they use his eyes, the way he looks at stuff, so perfect. Because nerds, they got it. They got their wish a little bit with the Snyder Batman, where they whited it out in the suit or whatever. But you lose so much of the emotion and the actor acting, because you see his acting, you see his performance in his eyes, Pattinson, but in every scene. That scene when he fucking charges in that nightclub, when he's got his fucking shoulders going and he just beats the fuck out those dudes, so good. And the fucking Batmobile stuff, Colin Farrell in the car, that whole scene, wow, chef's kiss, fucking fantastic, just great.
And you get the best Catwoman of all time.
Yeah.
Zoe Kravitz, it's like saying to him, "We could get out of here," and I'd have been like, "Yeah, let's go." I suddenly don't care that my parents are dead. Let's get out of here and go have sex in our latex outfits. But I really like. I hope James Gunn, and I really think they're gonna rebuild a universe around that and incorporate it, which is a bummer, because I would like it to stay its own thing, without Superman and all that other stuff. I just don't think
I read something that said the opposite. I read something that said the Reeves Batman is going to stay separate from what
I read that at first too, but I've also seen some things recently that have been saying like that they've had some meetings with Matt Reeves about it.
And it's already in production and shit, so
well, they're still right. I mean, the first thing they're going to do is Superman, and James Gunn's still writing it, and they haven't cast it, so none of that's pretty far away. But I hope they get at least another Batman movie out before they do the world building stuff, if they do even do it with him. And then that's to say if Pattinson wants to do beyond 3 movies, because he might bounce after his contract's up.
Yeah, he seems like a dude that wants to like, all right, I'll do this for a little bit, but I want to do some artsy shit. I want to pick up a action figure and jerk off to it,
Gotta go make Lighthouse 2.
Yeah.
Pattinson has become like one of my favorite actors, which is wild. That's just one of those things that I wouldn't have predicted, like in the Twilight days. Like it felt like 10 years. You're gonna love this fucking guy. I'd have been like, shut up.
I agree.
Shut up. No way.
I was questioning the whole time before the Batman came out. I was questioning the idea of Pattinson being Batman, like everybody else, pretty much. And
I think the only time I wouldn't have questioned it was the Christian Bale casting. I remember when that happened, I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense to me, because he's such a perfect Bruce Wayne casting.
Yeah.
I mean, Affleck, I never have a problem with Affleck as Batman. I just have a problem with those movies.
I think after Lighthouse and then Tenet or whatever, I was like, okay, Pattinson.
Fucking Good Time. Jesus
He can
Christ.
fucking do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Good Time. So good.
That was always the problem for me with fucking Henry being Superman is his Clark Kent to Superman personas were dog shit.
But that's
Like,
all Snyder.
bad. It
I just think
was just bad.
yeah, I don't know who's gonna make Superman good.
They just
Like
have
go forward because like
Christopher Reeve's fucking Clark Kent is so grumpy and dumb, and it's a great disconnect from fucking Superman. Like, Henry couldn't get to save
it's too all American. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it feels cringy.
It's because he's British. He's not. Superman's ours. God damn it.
I wouldn't. I mean,
he was bad at it, and I don't fucking like it.
I'm not sad. I'm not sad about Henry Cavill not being Superman. I think it would have been cool to see him with a different director. Maybe get to actually play like a really good, like wholesome Superman, because there were glimpses of it, and he was good. And that's not his fault. But also, I read all the stuff that he's also a piece of shit. So who cares?
I don't know. Superman is just not that interesting to me anymore.
I hate Superman as a character.
You must hate comic books and superheroes.
It was good when I was younger. It's not good now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's more of a Marvel guy.
Sorry, Scott Summers.
He's a Marvel. He's Marvel. But...
and here's why. Because he's harder to get right. That's why it's like struggle bus. It's way easier to get a Batman right. It's way easier to get
because he's more interesting.
The dark stuff. No, because it's easy. It's fucking easy to have a brooding dipshit. It's hard to have it's like Captain America. It's harder to believe that a guy is just fundamentally good for the sake of being good for no other reason. That's harder to write and harder to come up with stories. But when it gets right, some of the best comic runs I've ever read are Superman runs. When they get it right, it's fucking great.
I'm talking about
I don't know if you've ever read
movie form now.
I think James Gunn is going to take a lot of stuff from the last 15, 20 years and really, I think he's going to take a lot of just that little bit of All-Star Superman. I don't know if you've ever read any of that, but really good.
I don't remember.
I hate Superman, but I actually read that.
Really fucking good. Because, again, people are like, oh, yeah, he rescues cats out of trees. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. If you fucking, like, if you were outside and your cat's in a tree and you can't get up there and some fucking guy flies down and gives you, that's fucking nice, man. What are you making fun of that shit for? That's fucking great. Batman's not going to get your cat down. He's fucking asleep.
Batman could easily, Batman could shoot his fucking retractor thing right through that cat, pull the cat right out of that fucking tree.
Batman would just drive by.
Batman can sleep upside down in that tree. Come on now.
Batman would drive by to go rearrest his fucking rogues gallery and have him go out and get more murders.
Batman, you saw back the Batmobile up to the tree.
Batman would just assume that Catwoman's around.
That's right.
And he'd be like, I'm going to leave it there and go find her so we can make out.
It's dinner time.
I mean, if Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, I'd make out with her too, you know? So.
There you go.
I'd make out with Robert Pattinson as Batman. Just so cool. How could you say no? Who's up for their number one?
Number one.
James, didn't you already do your number one?
Yeah, it was that movie that you just picked as your number two.
The Bat.
Yeah.
The Batman.
That was my favorite movie-going experience of 2022.
It's a good one.
Okay, you guys are definitely at fucking top five, so you were keeping track. I was not.
Oh, I got it all. I got it written down.
I got it in my brain. Number 1.
Yeah.
Hey, Hollywood, take a glimpse of what these fuckers did and, do better. Because the number 1 movie of the year, RRR.
Jeez.
That's right. That's right. This fucking movie was incredible. It had, like, the right amount of everything. Like, it was funny. The action scenes were awesome. Yes, it was very, like, over the top, but there was also a great story there. And, yeah, man, this was just, like, the most fun movie kind of experience of the year in terms of just, like, everything involved with it. Like, it was incredible, man. Like,
I still need.
they threw a tiger at somebody, like, in a fighting scene.
And they also threw a motorcycle.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
There was one scene
they did.
where like a fucking arrow goes through a tree, is like right here to the dude's eye, and then the dude comes up and kicks the rest of the arrow into the dude's eye.
I haven't seen it. You guys talk about it. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Movie was amazing.
I thought it was a good time, but I was like I was laughing at it because it's absurd.
Yeah. There's definitely some like
pure
absurd shit for sure.
Pure silly.
But also,
they just literally like they do like that elaborate bridge save, and then they're just like, we're best friends now. And then, but to me, I was like, they're in love. When are they going to kiss? And they never do. And I thought that was like a wasted opportunity because they were clearly like starstruck with each other. That's not how. I just feel like when you make eye contact with a man, you immediately just start smiling, and you just want to spend every waking moment. That's love. That's not friendship.
See, I was thinking maybe that a little bit, but like, I also heard that like in like Bollywood movies or whatever, they will do like friendships will almost feel like relationships, and it's something like that we over here like feel like, oh, that's weird or whatever, but they're just like, no, this is normal. They embrace this friendship almost like a relationship in some sort of way. And I was like, okay, I can see that. There's like no like weirdness about it. Like,
yeah, that's my boy friend.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly. But like, also,
I just think it would have been better if they kissed and were like, we're in love.
See,
to me, it would have felt more natural.
But that's just because that's the culture here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The culture there is
I've watched other Bollywood movies where like the dudes were friends where they didn't feel to me on screen. I mean, I'm not saying it's all of it, but I've seen movies and they didn't feel to me. They immediately felt like we're in love.
Don't force your cultural bias, your
That's
American
right,
standards on all the world, Justin. Who do you think you are?
Who lives with two Nepalese women? Raise your hand. Is it me or is it any of you guys?
Lives with who?
To defend.
Who has
Jar Jar's the man.
That doesn't
one walk.
Jar Jar's not racist.
Also, like, fight scene, some of the shit that I've seen in this is so different and unique. Like, just how they did some of the fight scenes. And then, obviously, the one where dude hops on, everybody's seen this, but, like, where dude hops on his shoulders, that's some of, like, the dopest, like, action scenes. I've never seen anything like it. So, like, it was completely different. It was inventive.
It happened everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah,
this is different. Wait till you see this. It's different. But like, yeah, the 3 hours like flew by. It's funny, like a lot of the longer movies of the year are a lot of the ones I enjoyed the most.
God damn.
Yeah.
I forgot it was.
This is fucking incredible.
I like
It
that.
flies
I
by.
had a great time watching it. I was
Yeah.
laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off.
Made my top 10 movies that I want to watch. I will say that there.
It's still on Netflix. Go nuts.
I started to watch it, and my I think my wife wasn't really into it, so we ended up turning it off. But
She's a racist. I get it.
There were people in it.
I don't think
Big
it
Jar
has
Jar Binks fan.
I don't think everything has to do with racism.
She's like, turn that
I promise
Jar Jar
you.
Binks back on.
I promise you that not everything has to do with racism.
The dance scene in this is fire. Too.
Hear about fucking Michael Jackson looking at kid butthole. Called a racist. It's just how this shit works. You guys have been on before. You've heard it.
I'm very
you know it. Welcome to the show.
I'm very curious to hear Courtney's number one.
Like 2 hours in. Welcome.
You get what you get.
My number one, I apparently bookended my fucking top 5 with Skarsgård's, man. The fucking Northman was my number.
Oh, shit.
I'm glad to see
that movie. I think that movie is so fucking rad. Just, I had a blast fucking watching it. The only thing that ever took me out of it was Nicole Kidman's fucking plastic surgery face. If you're making a time period movie, maybe don't cast somebody who looks like they're fucking made of fucking silicone. I don't know. It's fucking weird. It took me out of it. Supposed to, like, have aged a certain amount at one time, and all they did was just change the color of her hair. It's weird. I didn't like that part.
Are you calling her the female Wayne Newton?
Sort
yeah,
of.
I didn't love it, but I really did like it.
I love it. And I fucking when they show up to that fucking village and they got the wolf skins on and they're going into fucking berserker rage fucking mode and his eyes are rolled up in his fucking head and he's just screaming. Like, oh man, that fucking got me so amped. And then he's like climbing the fucking wall with the fucking hatchets and shit, and I loved it. I absolutely love that fucking movie. I really oh god damn it, what's her fucking name?
Anna Taylor-Joy?
No, fucking the singer
Adele?
No.
Bjork.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fucking Bjork. Cameo is like the witchy fucking thing. I love the fucking makeup on that. I thought that shit was dope as fuck. Creepy and weird. And I liked how some of it was, because of the way they shot it, it looked like it was in black and white almost, just with like the natural lighting and stuff. And then like the way like the flames are hitting them, and it just kind of like gives you like that rattled fucking, oh man, it looks so beautiful.
I'll say this. That Anna Taylor-Joy chick is becoming one of my favorite actresses.
Yeah.
So I'll watch it just for her because she didn't. It just missed my top 5. I don't think it's going to be Justin's number one, but she killed it in the Menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, not my number one.
Well, go ahead. Tell us what your number one is there, tough guy.
It's Everything Everywhere All at Once. We've all talked to death about it, but best movie of the year, hands down, without question. Has everything you could ever want. The originality factor. It's very rare these days to watch something that's completely just original thing where I don't associate it with something else I've already seen. So we talked to death about it, but again,
for that,
all the praise it got was well deserved.
Yeah. Also, like all the Michelle Yeoh, the dude that was in the Goonies way back when and had his revival, that's crazy. And then Stephanie Hsu,
so good.
Yeah, she's an up and comer. This whole thing was amazing. I had it at number one for the longest time, and then I shifted the last couple weeks a little bit, but I think it's the best made movie of the year by far.
I just when they do, I don't want to spoil this for or J-Dog. But there's a couple lines of dialogue that are delivered.
Earmuffs.
They're delivered so perfectly that I had an immediate. They're like second act, third act stuff deep in the movie, like that I had an immediate emotional response to. It wasn't like a scene was building. It was like I was watching it. Like the line about the line about taxes.
There's got to be a digital way to make this much easier for me than putting my fingers in my ears, right? Like,
put them in your nose and then put them in your mouth after. Kiss Andy again.
Yeah, you guys just kiss it out. We'll be fine.
But the line about the taxes, I just immediately just started crying. Again, it hit me a few times. It was just
Crying today.
I really like a good relationship story, drama. If you've ever been in a long-term relationship, you know that there are a lot of downs. There's ups, and that is a very much.
Is that a syndrome joke? Come on, man.
Yeah. What the heck, man? What are you trying to say?
I would just say the hard R if I was talking that. But like I just finished. I don't know if you guys watch it. Fleischman is in Trouble. Fantastic show about marriage, relationships, love, divorce, I love that kind of stuff. This was that, but also about life, about dreams not coming true, about sacrifices you make, just about literally, it's a perfect encapsulation of like life.
What life
full circle
could have been.
What could have been.
Yeah.
And just like using the multiverse thing to kind of tell a story like that as a way to go, you could have taken 100 different routes, but this is the one that you still want to be in at the end, which I really appreciated. It's romantic.
I did a thing where somebody would say something that was so poignant and it hit so hard where I went, and then I would just be like, oh God damn it.
You know what? That's true though, because like, for instance, like The Way of Water or whatever hit me because of things that happened versus Everything All at Once hit me because of words that were said.
Way of Water hit you because dreadlocks. How dreadlocks come to be.
Hey, look, man, if you have a kid and what happened in The Way of Water, it'll hit you.
Didn't Tom Hanks have dreadlocks at the end of Castaway? So are you saying that Castaway is a racist movie?
What are you trying to say?
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Come on.
I don't think he had dreadlocks. I don't think he had like Jonathan Davis from Korn dreadlocks.
Maybe if he had somebody there to like primp his dreadlocks, he would have nice,
dirty,
flowy dreadlocks for
hair.
you, Justin. But unfortunately, he has single man on an island dreadlocks.
Hey, what about me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's definitely cultural appropriation there, Andy. Great job.
That's a Jufro, which is a different cultural appropriation.
This is very natural.
Yeah.
No, he specifically set out to make that look black.
Andy's Armenian.
I actually have 30% Armenian in me, so I got some Kardashian ass.
That's it. Oh, we gotta do. We gotta do.
We gotta do worse.
I gotta pee. I'm gonna pee again. Then when we come back,
there it is. Chris nailed it. He said Tom Hanks is racist. Summary of the show.
Well, he's also a pedophile, according to all the crazies on the internet. But aren't we all?
If he takes
none of us are pedophiles.
I'll take your such extreme reaction, because that's how a pedophile would react to that joke. Not me. You hear that, FBI?
It's
you hear that, FBI? I am so upset.
I'm just saying that for the people on the live that don't know for sure that you're joking, because your deadpan delivery.
Chris is the only one on. Chris ain't gonna call the cops on you.
Justin has a female body inspector.
Chris can call the cops all he wants on me. It'll be fine. there'll be no problem whatsoever.
I'm not attracted to kids, but I am attracted to Megan the Killer Doll. Gotta go.
She's a doll, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
I think.
So I brought up Megan to to my youngest brother, and I told him, I was like, dude, that shit is disgusting. Like, it looked fucking gross. He was on the same page I was, where it was like some weird, like, gross fetishy thing or something. It has to be. But it trailer where the telling the kid, like, I made this specifically for you. What do you think of what it
I got a good question for you.
seems like this is what I'll look like? That's super weird and gross. But then I talked to Wes about it, and Wes took Roxy to see it, and he was like, nobody in that movie likes each other. Like, there's no human. So now I'm even more confused about it. Like, I don't know what to do with it now.
Okay.
I'll watch it eventually, but I don't want to. I really don't want to.
All right, weird question for you. You ready for this weird question?
Lay it out.
All right. If you were, say, 12 to 14 at the time of when you had another, like, say, 16-year-older that was your crush on TV, and you watched it back, are you a pedo for being into that version of them because you, in that mental state, were into them at that time?
Now, there's a difference between being, like, sexually explicit with it, and there's the nostalgia of it, of like, oh, I remember how that person made me feel when I was that age.
It's a weird one, right?
It is, because you have to let that go. Like, you literally have to let that go. You cannot be.
I still want to bang a Topanga, you know?
That's weird, man.
Also, think about this.
She could be my age today, though.
Yeah, what if you get
find Topanga today? Still a woman. Like,
do you ever get aroused to a past memory, though?
No.
Before you were 18?
What's
you guys are still talking about pedo shit.
Do you ever get aroused of a memory that was before you were 18?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Not you, Justin.
And endlessly.
Yes.
Is that a weird thing? Isn't that a weird thing?
No. Weird. Because that was literally something that was happening to you. Like,
but if you're doing it, then the person was that age at that time.
Yeah, but I was that age at that time. And that me at that age and that shit happening was super rad. Like, that's the part of the memory that fucking gets me. It's like how rad it was to get a fucking BJ, a fucking.
Have you had like that technology from Black Mirror with the chip in your brain where you could re-access all old memories and you were just watching yourself fucking high school girls? Then there might be a problem.
Right?
But I would I'd visit all of them, all the ages.
But I literally have that thing where it's just like, go me at that age. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, high five, titties.
Okay.
Touching boots, bust. Go me. That's a thing I got to do as a fucking teenager.
I'll tell you what, I'll never forget this live stream.
I'll tell you what. I did a horrible thing.
Clever.
So.
All right, let's talk about the shit we hate.
Okay.
Yeah. The W.
The best.
Worst.
It's all scripted.
Is it
that we
back
wrote.
To me?
We did table reads and rehearsed it all.
Yeah,
fantastic job on us. We're good actors.
Job, guys.
I'm ready.
Okay, so the worst movie of my year, 2022, was actually like the one movie that I'm most passionate about because I'm so passionate about hating this movie that I have boycotted the actor and I will never go see another one of his movies in the theater again.
Wow.
And and that actor is Jared Leto, and that movie is Morbius.
That's a bad movie. That was very close to being mine.
You know, I saw 3 movies in 2022 in the theater, and one of them was Morbius.
Wow, in the theater.
Like,
you were one of the fucking 100 people.
Yeah.
On that.
You know, when you have like family members that are going to go see the movie, they invite you to go, and you know what I mean?
They know.
I some weird hope that it would be okay.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer didn't make it look horrible, but like the movie made it look horrible.
Yeah,
it did a fine job.
And like, shout out to Jared Leto for being shitty in both DC and Marvel. Like, can't even find a spot for this fucking guy. I say, hey, Hollywood, just stop trying. There's not a good spot for the fucking guy. A good spot for the fucking guy is lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars. Just let him do that.
A good spot for him is fucking...
Actually turns out to be one note to dog shit.
He's got his little fucking cult island making most of his money now.
Note to dog shit is 30 Seconds to Mars.
He's a fucking douchebag. He's a notorious douchebag.
That's what I read that on Reddit. Like, there's a whole Reddit thread dedicated to Jared Leto as a douchebag.
Cult. That's all. That's it. Like, he's got a fucking cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. You spend $5,000 to like talk to him. Oh, he wears a white robe, like a fucking...
If anybody's a pedo, Jared Leto's a pedo.
Yeah. I don't like Jared Leto. I don't like his movies anymore. He's pulled the wool over my eyes for the last fucking time. It's never going to fucking happen again. The only time I'll ever watch Jared Leto in a movie again is if it's on a TV, on a screen that I didn't purchase that movie to be on that screen, and I just happened to be in that fucking building or space at the time.
I'm here for all the fucking Jared Leto hate. Keep it going. Yeah. I hate that guy. He's like one of the most... I hate that guy more than I hate.
The best part of Fight Club is when he gets the shit kicked out of him.
Exactly, yeah.
I fucking hate Jared Leto. I've always fucking hated him. I'm an old school Jared Leto hater. I fucking always hated him. He's always seemed fake. He's one of those fakey fucking actors who always is like, you know, he was trying to do the fucking... He always tries to do the method actor thing, and everyone always makes fun of him because he's not a good actor.
Yeah.
And then him sending, like, used condoms or whatever the fuck he was doing on Suicide Squad, and everyone was just like, why are you doing this? Like, this is not a serious role. Like, no one thinks that you're, like, intense. Like, shut the fuck up.
Do you wish Dallas Buyers Club was actually real and he was the one who died?
I don't even remember that fucking movie, to be honest.
What up, Scrub?
That
movie was good. But
I hope that the return trip from his 30 Seconds to Mars just ends up in the fucking ocean somewhere. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. I used to go to my gym. I used to see him pretty much every day at the Universal City LA Fitness for a good stretch of time.
You should have threw like thumbtacks on his fucking treadmill or something.
He used to come in with fucking aviator sunglasses on and a fedora, as if he's trying to like be low key. No one wants to talk to you. So why?
Everyone's avoiding you already.
If anything, you stand out more because you're wearing a fucking hat and sunglasses, and
you know that's the only way you can get swole is fucking fedoras and aviators.
No doubt.
He used to like I have one of these dudes that I was friends with. He was dating one of the personal trainers there. All the personal trainers at this gym, because it's LA, they're all like super fit, fake tits, whatever. And Jared Leto, she showed us this text thread because he started texting her like shirtless pics of himself, like randomly without asking. And
what the fuck?
They were all all made like all of the fucking personal trainers were like, oh yeah, he's such a creep douchebag, always like texting everybody trying to get laid, and I'm just like, what a fucking loser. You're in fucking movies. What are you fucking doing? But like,
I bet he jerks off to his 12-year-old memories.
He never had any reaction from the women there. No one cared.
James,
because there were times when women did react, and that was when Ryan Gosling was there.
That makes sense.
Ryan Gosling, of course, because Ryan Gosling's like 6'1" or 6'2", so you're not expecting him, but he's huge, tall.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's 6 foot. He's big and he's beautiful and muscular, and he just like walks in because I've lived my whole life as an average height, so like anytime a tall guy walks in, I see it, I was like, oh, this is a tall fucker, and then you look at him and you're like, oh, he's beautiful. Oh, it's Ryan Gosling. And then like there was just like women like whispering and doing circles around like the equipment he was on.
Different reason for the towels, huh?
And I was whispering too. I was like, fuck.
Not telling is that he just went over and grabbed his dick
But he wasn't there for as long, because what would happen at that gym, because it's literally across the street from Universal Studios, so if someone was on the lot filming, they would just give them like a pass to go to that gym to work out. So you'd see like same actors there for like 6 weeks or whatever, then they'd never come back. And that Gosling was one. But Jared Leto lived at that time in the Valley. I think he lived in Studio City, so he was always there. And I fucking hated it. We were Iron Maiden.
That's giant juice.
I wanted to punch him so hard.
I wish you would have. I wish you would have like lost whatever control you have left, and you would have walked up and punched him in the throat.
I was way too into working out. I was at that gym 6 days a week. I would have been really sad if they would have kicked me out.
It would have been worth it.
Well, there it is, Morbius. It's it got less than 1 star for me.
I'm in.
Yeah.
That's a good ass pick. I fucking hate that. I hate that movie. And I hate that. Next.
I'm probably the only one that's seen this movie, but I don't have the exact amount of disdain for this actress as James has for Leto. But I've come to find out that I just should not watch movies with her in it, because she just bothers me. So I'm going to go Senior Year.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, exactly. It's I watched it because Sam Richardson's in it, and After Party was like my favorite show of the year, and he was in it. But Rebel Wilson is who I'm talking about.
God.
I can't with her. Like, it's every scene that she's in every movie I've seen is just cringe.
Yeah.
She's the same in everything.
Yeah, I like
everything.
Rebel Wilson.
She's got one fucking thing that she does.
Justin thought me and him could be friends with our Jared Leto hate, and then now I've done this. It's all changed. It's all back.
Yeah, I just...
I mean, I don't think I've ever really watched anything, even from previews, or I've seen her like hosting like MTV stuff, and I just wanted to blow my brain.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, you're married, it's a Friday night, something pops up, says, oh, this is new, and you're like, okay, whatever, like, we're watching a movie, and I'm like, Sam Richardson's in it, this can't be terrible. And then I was just like, immediately we're in the movie, and I'm like, fuck. It's 2 minutes in.
I never even fucking heard of it. What was it on?
There's
streamer?
86 minutes. It was on Netflix.
Okay.
And basically what it is she goes into a coma for 20 years. Fantastic. Awesome. Let's just keep that going in the movie. She comes out of the coma.
Everything goes off the rails when she comes out of the coma. So
decides she wants to go back to school, right?
Naturally,
because she never got to finish her senior year of high school.
I hate it.
Billy Madison for chicks.
Yeah.
It's
really morons.
Somebody said that in a fucking meeting.
Yeah, they like, all right, got this idea. It's Billy Madison, but for girls. What do you think?
How do we make it just a little different? She's in a coma and she missed it all.
Does she have sex with high school boys? I'd be interested at that point.
All the judges press the green light, you know? There you go. We're going to make this one.
Yeah. It's the whole thing's a cringe fest. The only good part is Sam Richardson. Shit. And I feel bad that he was even in this movie. It's terrible. It's terrible. Don't watch it. It's on Netflix. And yeah, spend your time slicing your wrists.
I like it.
Right?
What's up?
I spend the time watching it, slitting your wrist.
Yeah, 100%.
Myself, because I'm trying to avoid it.
Way more let Michael Jackson touch me before watching this.
Courtney.
Yeah. But what if Michael Jackson took you to the set of that movie? Then would it be worth it?
No.
Then you're on the fucking stand testifying against. You're like, yeah, fucking touch me. Get this guy in jail.
I got the whole Rebel Wilson's whip.
Immediately. And you're calling the cops because they took you to the set of that movie. Your butthole. He took me to the shitty movie set. Can you believe it?
Oh, man.
There's a new Indiana Jones coming out, and he took me to the set of this?
I don't even care about the butthole stuff. This is worse.
Hello, police. He took me to that fucking movie set. God damn it. All right. My shitty movie is also a Netflix fucking movie. It's fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Wow. All right.
Nice. Wes's favorite movie.
Well, before I forget, that reminds me. That little bit you guys did on Instagram where you made it sound like Wes was saying that his fucking favorite movie was the fucking remake. I fucking thought that was the funniest thing. Honestly, one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Definitely maybe the only funny thing you guys have ever done. But definitely, but fucking hilarious. That was so perfect. I was like, oh shit, I watched it a bunch of times. That's so funny. Just the way you did it, the voice and stuff. I was just like, it's so perfect. So funny. That shit cracked me up. Anyways, I just need to get that out.
The editing, all that goes to Drew. We give
Drew,
clout to Drew because he fucking killed it with the editing of that.
That shit cracks me up, man. I'm fucking dying.
Follow at James X Mr. Sparkle X.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also a Northman hard. Loved Northman.
Let's hear about the Texas Chainsaw hate, though.
Yeah.
Jeez, what a pile of shit. I didn't expect anything fucking grandiose. I didn't expect it to blow my fucking hair back. I just wanted something better than this. That's all I wanted. Just something just a little better. I don't know that I know anybody that likes it or has defended it in any way.
I liked a couple shots, but the movie itself, story-wise, is fucking atrocious.
I haven't heard anybody who said anything good about it.
Bring back a legacy character for such a bad reason like that.
Yeah.
It's offensive. I did think that the way they were in a bus or a van or whatever the fuck that was. That field scene was shot pretty well. Other than that,
doesn't make sense to be in a fucking Texas Chainsaw movie. That could have been any fucking slasher, but fucking Leatherface.
But fucking Leatherface? Whoa.
Fucking Leatherface.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, it was shot.
Yeah.
I liked that cinematography in that scene. I thought it was shot well. Again, but the whole movie itself is bad. The whole fact that they're just he was just living in this town. Cops couldn't find him. He was just taking care of this lady. I'm just like, okay. The most wanted criminals of all time, Texas. Blah, blah, blah. We just couldn't find him down the road. Just this big ass.
Just have had a scream butt fucking scene instead.
Exactly. Let Leatherface butt fuck because he loves the butt fuck. That's all there is. Maybe he gets a chainsaw into it.
I don't think, and here's my hot take, is like about Texas Chainsaw. I don't think they'll ever make another good one, and I don't think there's reason to try. I just don't think it works now. I don't think it works. I think it's a time piece, and I don't think
everybody misses when they make a remake of fucking Texas Chainsaw is they go out of their way to make it grosser and grosser every time, and it never needed to be. That's what works about when everybody was like, oh, it was so fucking gross and bloody, and it's not. It's fucking not. The only person who bleeds the most out of that, yeah, Sally's fucking covered in blood by the end of it, but like the first thing of blood you see is one of the fucking bad guys. He cuts his fucking hand, and then he smears it on the fucking van to mark him. Like, that's where you see fucking blood at, and then everything else, the lady on the hook hitting the dude with a fucking hammer. Those are like bloodless fucking kills. I think when he cuts Flynn, I think there's some blood spray while he's fucking cutting through him.
Yeah, that's too bad though.
Like fucking head to toe by the end of it.
I get like why, like, I mean, I get as like a person would want to see it. Like you're like if you're a gorehound kind of horror fan, you would want to see like a chainsaw cutting somebody up. But and that's fine. You can show it, but you have to still have to put it in a good movie. Like I have no interest in the fucking Terrifier movies because I think they're fucking stupid. It's just fucking gore and it's fucking boring to me, and I hate it. So like
into it, I fucking turned that movie off because it was so fucking dumb.
I fell asleep.
I didn't. It got to that scene where they're cutting the chick in half upside down, and I just said, "Fuck this movie. This is dumb."
I watched all of that when I started the second one, and I fell asleep because I just like, this is boring. So boring. Okay. I don't find it clown thing interesting.
Give movies with like really good effects credit for shit like that. Like if you can fucking gross me out because it looks so real,
it doesn't.
Whatever. Great job. You fucking above and beyond did it. You fucking nailed it. You're awesome at your craft.
Yeah.
Thing substantial that goes along with that. There's story, or I cared about that person being sawed in fucking half, and I just don't. That movie is so fucking stupid, and I sat through all of it because everybody fucking was singing his praises. So I watched a lady get cut in half, and it was fucking dumb.
Again, if you have that scene, and if it's not in a good movie, I don't care. Like, if you have something like, there are definitely gory movies that are gory scenes in good movies that have an effect on you because you care about the characters and it fucks you up. That's what people don't get. I'll never be a gorehound, so it's fine.
A Massacre fucking Netflix movie. Like, I didn't care about a single one of them fucking cocksuckers, and
all the forced Gen Z characters for no reason.
Yeah, they all
I'll tell
deserved. They were bags.
I'll tell you what you guys need. What you guys need is Rob Zombie to take a crack at these Texas Chainsaw movies. That's what you guys need.
All right. I got to go catch a flight.
You know who should take a crack at it? Jordan Peele.
Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea.
I just don't think it hits like modern era.
Yeah.
I think there are certain horror icons that I think could easily flex into today's times. I think Freddy is the one that's missing because
absolutely.
I think just Freddy should work and would work so well in like today's technology stuff if they figure out a way to do it.
For real.
But
Texas Chainsaw could still work today because it like driving through East Texas is fucking horrifying even today.
Like,
and like
think about,
and also the idea of incorporating technology failing on you in the fucking situation seems, I don't know. I feel like it's
you can make anything like work. I just feel like it's just not. I don't know. It's never going to hit the way. I mean, none of it. Maybe none of the legacy stuff will ever hit again the way. But
I think the best way to do a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie is to
based in California. The California
to eliminate a heavy cast. You don't need 5 people being in the same spot just to rank up fucking kills. You need one person to be in that situation who's only relying on themselves.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because if it was just me and I'm taking care of myself, I'm getting fucking eaten. I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
True Detective season 1.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
Play it from the outside. You're fucking like trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yep.
I'm looking for this person. And then I get wrapped up in some serious bullshit by the end of it. That's fucking brilliant too.
Yep.
But now I know where you got your idea, so fuck off. You just ripped off True Detective.
I'm just saying, but it could work that way.
100%. 100%. Play from the outside. You're watching somebody try to fucking find somebody, and you're getting so fucking close. You were there, and then you're in the fucking mix by the end of it, and it don't work out well for you. I would watch that in a fucking heartbeat. Good call, Andy.
Boom! Look at that. We figure it out. Hey, Hollywood, you listening?
Hey, Joe.
Let's wrap this up with my
social commentary that's in that movie is Michael Jackson looked at kids' buttholes.
Pretty bad.
He only looked at him, though.
I thought long and hard about this because I saw a lot of bad movies. I think I watch more bad movies than good movies. Most movies are either mid or bad.
We always watch more shit than anything.
Most movies are mid or bad.
It's true. Because, again, if you watch a lot of movies, you are completely trained for what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, characters, and very rarely does anybody take any big risks. So one of the biggest, actually, what's funny, this movie actually made a lot of money, which surprised me.
Oh boy!
And that's Jurassic World Dominion.
It's on my shit list.
What a pile of fucking absolute crap! I could not believe I was fucking watching such a bad movie about dinosaurs with no fucking dinosaurs in it. It was about locusts and 17 fucking characters who all sounded like they were making up their dialogue as they went along. Horrible. Fucking horrendous. One of the worst, by far the worst Jurassic anything movie that anyone's ever made. It makes me think about how 3 is like The Godfather compared to it. And the whole thing of fucking Chris Pratt is so bad. And Chris Pratt's him doing the fucking hand thing. And then it's just like they just do it to other dinosaurs he never fucking trained. And when he does it to another dinosaur, that dinosaur should just eat him on sight. You're fucking dead. I don't know what that means. I'm a fucking dinosaur. I have the brain of a bird. I'm a big lizard bird who just wants to eat. And beyond that, bringing back, again, all of those fucking old characters from the old movies for no reason. They do nothing for this. They go on they have so many characters. They're on these side adventures with fucking locusts and evil scientists. Because the end of the other movie, they're like, all the dinosaurs are released in the world. Are we going to get into that? Nope. None of that. Let's go right into this locust story about an evil scientist. And I was just like, holy fuck. The scenes with, what's her face? Is it Laura Dern? Or is that her name?
Yeah.
Fucking Sam Neill. Them talking to each other, they literally feel like they just were Just talk. Just say whatever you want as these characters. Because they are literally saying the weirdest shit to each other. It doesn't feel like, it feels fucking pointless. And also, in general, it's dumb that they're still thinking of dinosaur bones when they're actual dinosaurs.
Just say a bunch of weird shit to each other. Just get this.
Yeah.
Check.
This is a movie that I saw, and I didn't even put on my list of movies that I've seen. So that's not great.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, oh yeah, I did see.
I did.
Shit.
I saw this movie too, and I forgot I saw it.
This is the dumbest fucking thing because it's the easiest thing not to mess up.
You know,
people go to see these movies to watch big dinosaurs, right? Chase people, run around. What do? They don't do any of that. They're just like, none of that for you. We got a big plane thing that's going to happen. They're going to be running from stuff.
It's the scene where they're getting chased by the raptors through the fucking streets. So it does happen, but it's so dumb.
I just think like it's on another fucking level of just really dumb and confusing and long. Yeah. There was like a scene where there's like 14 characters. Were they all in like a van or a plane at the end? I don't remember. They're all just like sitting there. How are none of them dead? Just statistically. Somebody should be dead. If I was Jeff Goldblum, I was like, kill me in this movie so I don't have to come back for this shit.
I always used to say that the chick who was the pilot that flew that big cargo plane that helped them out at one point, she is exactly Baloo the bear from Tailspin. Like her character, all the way down to like the gloves and her outfit, the plane was exactly the same plane. Like, I just thought that was so funny.
And dumb. Adding another character that you try to squeeze in with like that you're supposed to care about makes no sense. It made no fucking sense. And there's that whole story with the cloned girl and shit. And I just, what are we doing? If people just want to see dinosaurs, like fucking chase people. I don't understand. I get that you have to like tell a story and you've done a lot of movies and you want to feel like you want to push the plot along. But like, if you already are making a dumb movie, make it dumb, but also have like cool dinosaur stuff in it. Chases, cool death scenes or whatever, innovative ways to make the same thing scary in different ways. Yeah. So you take like a thing that's scary, but they don't do any of that.
When you have to go out of your way to write in a dinosaur black market, because the movie prior to it, you had a dude who had a mansion, but the guy who fucking worked for him had somehow built an underground auction venue. What the fuck?
It's all bad ideas. It's all bad ideas. Like, again, there's too many of those movies, so they put themselves into a corner. But that one,
they just didn't need to make it.
No,
and I'm glad it's over. And but it's not over because they're gonna make another one. But I'm glad that director is done. Chris Pratt's character, all that stuff, they're gonna wash their hands of it because it was reviewed so poorly. So they're not gonna bring any of those characters back or any of those storylines, which is good. If they ever do another one, I don't know. I don't have any advice. I really don't have any advice.
It'll be the secondary characters that were in this one from the one prior that helped them out. That's going to be your main.
Forget it exists.
Yeah, and that's also too. Like you could literally do at this point, you could do a reimagining or a reboot of the first one and just do which is the best concept that is. It's a theme park gone awry with dinosaurs. It's the best idea. That's why it works, and that's why they kind of redid it again with the first Jurassic World. And it works in that situation too, because that's a harrowing situation to be in. You sympathize for the characters. I watched the other one, I'm like, I'm never going to be in a situation like this. I don't fucking train dinosaurs or fucking deal in like arms dealers and shit. None of that stuff is grounded, and that's what they lost.
I would like to see like a Chris Nolan like realness version of Jurassic Park, like rated R, fucking crazy death scenes, fucking like super legit realism, hyper realism.
Feathers instead of fucking Yeah.
They did a couple feathery dinosaurs, so they did that at least. But again, fucking awful. It actually wasn't the worst movie I saw, but it was the worst, biggest movie I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, you have no excuse when you're like The Rock and you have access to all resources and you still just put out shit. Then you're a bad person. You're bad at what you do because you don't have an excuse. If you make a $1 million bad indie movie and you struggle, you got a lot of excuses. You like, look, we only had this. We can only afford to do this. These are things, blah, blah, blah. But if you have like literally access to any writer on earth, any director, any ideas, and this is what you put out, I'm sorry, but you should be blacklisted. Everybody from that should be blacklisted except for what's her face?
Blacklisted.
Howard, what's her name?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Adina Howard.
Yeah, she's not blacklisted.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Adina Howard, Freak Like Me. I love that song.
She's got that ginger thick. She's got those thick thighs, and she's not blacklisted.
I was entertained by this movie.
Locust World.
That's it. That's before we rank our list, which I'll reread them if we need be. Some other movies I really liked. Watcher, Nope.
The other day that fucking blew my mind, and now all of the Jurassic Park movies and just dinosaur books in general are fucky to me now because I can't stop thinking about it. Is somebody had posted something about the T-Rex arms, that it wouldn't have had short fucking arms. If you take the bones and you turn it around, it would be more of a short wing than a fucking like, tiny fucking arm. And I cannot stop thinking about these stupid little fucking T-Rex arms actually being wings on the side of it. Like, that makes more sense to me with what we've learned more and more about fucking dinosaurs. And, like, now I see a fucking T-Rex and I'm like, God damn it, you fucking asshole.
And it would just have tiny little useless wings. Because it
would, like, fly and bump its butt.
It would just be like useless fucking wings at its fucking side. If you turn that fucking arm around, it makes fucking sense.
I don't know. I look at that like when I think about evolution, I think about like some of the dinosaurs had, they walked on all fours and then they started going a little upright and then they lost their arms altogether and became birds. They were just like walking on their 2 feet and they grew wings instead of arms. I kind of look at it like that. Also, I don't care because dinosaurs they're all dead. They couldn't even survive that fucking meteor. Yeah. Losers.
Fucking
take that L, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
We're still here. Fuck off.
Anyways.
Bunch
of Christopher Reeves dinos.
Here's my some other things I like. So I'm going to read them real fast. Watcher.
No. Aging dinosaurs, Andy?
Fresh. Nobody mentioned Fresh.
Oh, yeah. That's an honorable.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, loved it. The Menu, Knives Out, Prey.
Hell yeah.
Prey.
The Menu I was talking about. The Menu slap.
I watched Menu last weekend. Great. So entertaining.
I watched it, I think, Wednesday? I think I watched it Wednesday. I did not have high expectations for the fucking Menu. I actually thought it was something completely different. I did watch those fucking trailers, and
I didn't watch anything. Yeah,
I'd made to believe something else. But when I watched it, I was very pleasantly into it. Like it really fucking sucked me in, and I went for the ride. The only
just make cheeseburger
the explosion on her eyeball. I didn't like that part. That was weird and dumb, and they should have just.
I haven't had like a really gourmet. Like I've only had a couple like chef gourmet burgers, like at fancy restaurants where they make cheeseburger. Where it's like I've only had a couple of those, and they were all in LA. There's nothing like that here, at least that I've found. And God, it made me miss that so much. I was like watching that shit with Rosina. I was like, I want a cheeseburger right now. I was like, I need a big, delicious cheeseburger. It made me so hungry, but
Yeah. It was fucking
great
good,
movie.
Hustle
Now
was fucking dope with Adam Sandler.
I really want to watch that too. Hustle.
Do you think do you really think he's gonna get awards now for that? There's talk.
No, I don't know that he's gonna get awards, but it was really
He didn't
fucking
get
good. Jackass
fucking
Forever was fun.
whatchamacallit. I don't think he's gonna get anything for this.
Yeah, that one was fucking fun, but yeah.
There was a movie technically the worst. I'm trying to remember the worst movie I saw was this zombie movie. It was on Prime or Shudder called Unhuman, and it made me so mad, unbelievably bad. I couldn't wrap my brain around how bad it was. And obviously, the most disappointing movie for me last year was Thor.
Yeah.
Not that it was the worst movie, but it was the most disappointed I was because I had such high hopes for it, and it just fell short. So that's just one of those things. What can you do? What can you do?
I was not fucking thrilled with it.
No. It was a bit silly. So let's rank our list.
Do it.
Do you remember all of these movies? I think I am going to sit here and look at it for a second.
While you're looking at it, I'm going to make a drinky poo.
That's not going to help your list forming, but whatever. Does anybody need the list reread to them?
No, I just got to figure out what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah. No, we're just going to say who had their favoritist lists.
That's not their own.
Yeah, 1 through 3. Who's your top 3? I'm gonna have to. Man, I can hear it raining again. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, let's read them off again.
All right, Courtney. Number 1, Northman. Number 2, Everything Everywhere. Number 3, Nope. Number 4, Watcher. I wrote that really scribbly. Number 5, Barbarian. And worst was Texas Chainsaw. James, number 1, The Batman. Number 2, Glass Onion. Number 3, Gray Man. 4, Black Phone. 5, Spirited. Worst movie, Morbius. Andy, RRR. Number 1, number 2, Glass Onion. You guys had matching glass onions?
Yeah.
So cute. Number 3, Everything Everywhere. Number 4, Violent Night. Number 5, Avatar 2. Worst senior year. And then me, number 1, Everything Everywhere. Number 2, The Batman. Number 3, Banshees of Inisherin. Number 4, Top Gun. Number 5, Barbarian. Worst, Jurassic World. I cannot believe there was no other Top Guns. You guys really don't like America, you know?
I don't care that much.
I really want to see it. I've been interested in seeing it ever since it came out, but
it's good. It's just it didn't
be my top 10 of movies to watch.
I need to buy the Blu-ray, but they haven't come down on the price of the fucking 4K. It's like $30. They're really trying to milk fucking middle America out of that fucking Blu-ray. Hopefully by next Christmas, it'll be cheap. That and Nope didn't come down in price at fucking Black Friday. I was so mad. Those are the lists. I'm going to have to, I mean, it's going to seem kind of obvious, but I got to really decide between these two dummies at the bottom. Who's the worst list? You both have some good picks, and you also both have some bad ones. Because James has a really bad movie in there, but his worst pick was really good. And I count that.
Wait,
I
okay.
count that as important. The worst pick is important.
Okay.
I guarantee you, if you watch Senior Year, you would hate it more.
That's possible.
Well, plus the movie that you say is bad in mine, you haven't even seen. So
I'm 100% sure that it's.
but you haven't. I mean, you haven't seen it, so it's got a nice little different take on a classic story. You know, it's fun.
Fuck. I didn't see Avatar either. So.
Do I have to say who has the worst list?
I mean, they'd be like your third person would be the worst.
Well, I don't think anybody is worst. I want to see all the movies that I've
about making people feel small. All right.
You make me feel small. I'm just gonna eat another cheeseburger.
I would love a cheeseburger right now. I'm starving.
I haven't picked up what we do here on Nerdicide yet, James.
Yeah, we just Amber Heard everybody.
We literally only do this to make ourselves feel better.
Okay.
Yeah,
we will
like a learning channel. You just turn it
aim one.
Feel better.
Just to stop that fucking energy that you're putting off that you're miserable. We look so youthful. He gets more of it.
That's how you guys stay young.
Yeah.
You know what, though? Like, all of us look younger than we are.
No, I look old as shit. I look like hell. Anyways.
All right, yeah, you're right.
How old do I look? Do I look super old?
You look pretty... But it's okay, because no one in the fucking video right now is, getting cast as a high schooler anytime soon.
I could be.
Yeah.
I'll drop some weight.
I would cast you as a high schooler.
You drop some weight, you're going to look older.
That shit, you probably look like you're fucking 12.
You drop the weight, you're going to have the fucking Jonah Hill thing where you're going to look older instead of younger. Trust me.
No. Look at this.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill is younger than me.
Andy's fucking baby face as fuck.
Mm-hmm. And I got a baby bottom. You want to see it?
Look.
I want to see that bald dick.
Whatever anybody needs to cope. The world is a terrible place, and anything you can do to cope through it, I support.
Let me see that.
I guess I have to. Fuck. All right, I did it.
Yes.
I did it, and I did it.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear it?
Go ahead.
Let's hear it.
Big surprise, Courtney's number one. Because he doesn't have anything in there that I don't agree with. So, and unfortunately, James is last. Then Andy's next. Number two, James.
Why did you have to say that I was last? I don't understand why you read it in that way.
Show to you. Now,
no offense.
That was some Rex Philbin ass shit right there.
Well, first to tell you were last.
It's really only because Andy had everything everywhere all at once, which is my favorite movie of the year. But you had Batman, which is close. So
yeah.
my number two. But you also had
I had a better worst than Andy though.
Gray Man. Gray Man is a big no for me.
Yeah, but it's got Ryan Gosling, and you love Ryan Gosling. You remember how he was 6'2" in your gym, and all the girls loved him? Don't you remember?
I love Ryan Gosling. I really do.
These are all valid points.
Look, I looked at the list for a while. Okay.
All right. I just
that you will
for a while.
I struggled the way of water.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how I dropped all the way to 3. If you looked at it that.
There's only 3 to pick from. If Drew was on, it would have been a little more interesting of a gauntlet, I feel like, if there would have been another person to kind of add.
And Drew watched way more movies than any of us, I would think. So,
I watched
or at
about
least
27.
as far as
I watched a lot of movies.
Hang on. Did he watch them or did he hear them?
Well, he heard them real good because that sense is getting better and better every day.
Now they got a new Brielle movie app. You know?
I know. The last time I saw him, I couldn't tiptoe up next to him without him already hearing me.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Now he can feel movies now.
I'm still waiting to hear you guys' ranks, but whatever.
Oh, okay. Who's up next?
James is up.
Okay. I'll say Justin's list is probably my number one, truthfully, if I'm going to be honest. Andy would probably be number two, and then Courtney number three, only because of Courtney's more horror leaning, and I'm less horror leaning. That's the
fair.
only reason. Yeah.
There.
Yeah. But Justin had the Batman, and I appreciate that, you know?
In my top 10.
Yeah.
Next,
I
let's hear
had
it.
Glass Onion.
Yeah, you have the glass. Hey, I like that we, I do that. Hey, you were number two, you know what I mean? And I also set the order in the correct order, not to make people like feel like shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
All
just
right,
haven't
me or you?
sweetness of it yet, James. It's like biting into a peach. It just fills you with fucking vitamins and all the essentials.
I love a peach. I could eat a peach for hours.
Cool, man. Beyond interesting.
Next.
Yeah. I forget about that, and then you say it, and then it just makes me laugh as hard as the last time I heard it.
Meanest thing you can say to someone. Let them fucking pour their and just go, beyond interesting.
That's why I have Courtney at number 3.
See how he did it? He called it out first to taste the peach.
Yeah. Oh, rotten peach.
Maybe one
James
day.
at number 1 just to piss off Justin at number 2.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, Justin. I was number 1 over here.
That's fine. I don't
Hey.
shit. Nothing affects me. I'm dead.
Courtney, hit your list.
Not to get
The way you're feverishly pulling your ring on and off your finger leads me to believe otherwise.
No, I'm just freezing to death in this garage.
trying to get
I can't feel my fucking fingers or my nose. Very cold.
revenge, but Andy is number 3, James, and then Justin is number 1.
Oh, shit.
That means I'm the overall winner because I got 2 number 1s.
Oh.
So you guys can go to hell.
I should have flipped fucking Courtney and Justin.
Fine.
It's all good.
We're all
But I think
winners.
overall, everything, everywhere, all at once, basically got the number 1 spot.
Pretty
I
much.
got
Yeah.
3. I got 3.
And that's actually the movie I'm most excited about watching now.
And James, could not recommend it enough.
Yeah.
It's so and just visually fucking appealing.
Yeah.
Like everything gorgeous. Like it just looks so fucking beautiful, and like the darks are dark and the lights are fucking light, and but there's like a bazillion other colors like going on at the same time that you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool, that there's just like these minute fucking things that you have to look at to get what's happening. Oh man. And I will say I've never been more interested what was happening to a fucking rock.
Yeah.
See, these glowing reviews are the reason I'm so excited.
Look, if I was channeling my inner Justin, I would say that this is the best The Rock performance of all time.
I don't know. I've seen some. What's another good rock movie?
Fucking clever.
I thought he was good in the rundown.
No, there was like what? Isn't there another movie with like a talking rock or something? I feel like.
Oh yeah. Shell.
27 hours. Oh,
Shell.
Marcel with the shell.
I don't think that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh. Apparently that's really sweet.
It'll come to me later, or actually it'll probably come to me tomorrow, like halfway through work. I'll be like, the Rock movie I was thinking of. By then it'll be useless information.
Yeah.
27 hours, 10 commandments.
Message.
Like a talk
that says, hey.
Like a rock. Like a rock. It talks.
I
think you're thinking of Rocky 3.
No.
Oh, he's like a rock.
Yeah.
He was definitely dumb as a rock by Rocky 3.
Yeah. He was dumb as a rock by Rocky 1.
That's true, but more rock-like by 3.
Oh, you're thinking of the band The Rolling Stones, I think.
No,
Well, Chris is right. This whole thing was just to say that I won.
That makes sense.
Chris.
That's why I do
right
this.
In the comments a lot.
Yeah, good. For
he
him.
had to set all of it up to start his new year with complete validation that he's the smartest about movies. Sorry, you guys had to sit through it. Joke's on you.
You were just pawns in my elaborate scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we are. He said you don't have to have the Joker and everything, but here he is, ladies and gentlemen. The Joker got us all. Super funny. Great job.
I actually liked it. I was happy that...
a human being because I have to fucking do this for him.
I actually liked that the list had different movies in it. I was glad. That was my concern that, like, you know, because things kind of tend to lean towards like, oh yeah, all the good movies everyone likes.
Right.
I was happy that there was some stuff in there that I either would not have chosen or whatever. Makes it better. Does that mean you're right?
Yeah.
No. But I was happy to see it.
Honestly, that's what works for your guys' show, is that nobody is ever on the same fucking page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
We're all
one's
different
right.
shit.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
because you guys are always wrong. So that's it's endearing.
Look,
but that's the thing too, that you guys pick bad shit, but you all pick like weird bad shit from each other.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking about that because I don't ever listen to you guys' podcast, so I have no idea.
Unless I'm
on it. Then I will listen to that podcast to hear how nasally and terrible of its fucking inside of a can voice I have. Yeah. Oh, I just lost everybody.
Well, we're spinning.
Andy, he's chunking.
The weather. Got terrible weather out here.
At least he's smiling in the spinny face.
Yeah.
He didn't get stuck with like his fucking like eyes all fucking open up and he like leaned in it.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Andy chunked out.
That's what happened.
He'll pop and be like, "Hey, my internet's bad."
That's like it's like a fake out.
Yeah.
Like smiling and he's like hang up on the side. I'm out of here. My internet's down.
Got him. Yeah.
Oh, no, but I had fun and
he's literally going, "Oh God, fucking I had the best list. Fucking fuck those guys. My movies were solid."
Now is the part of the night I'm going to go eat and go to bed because I have to work at 6 a.m. Party.
All right, man. Hey, this was a lot of fun.
Thanks for coming.
Chris says post the list. I'll post it someday. Hopefully I'll remember to actually post this episode since that's a thing I always forget to do. on YouTube. I don't ever do it anymore.
We'll remind you. Courtney's going to remind you.
Sure, you will.
What?
What's that?
I seriously didn't hear you.
Remind him to post this episode.
Oh no, I won't remember to do that myself.
We're professionals.
Yeah.
All right, this has been fun. Go to bed. It's very late where you are. Go to sleep.
Yeah, I gotta get some RRR.
I have no idea what time.
Child.
All right. See you guys.
Later, man. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Freezing. I gotta get out of here. I'm like, my hands and feet are so cold in this garage. I can go to bed. This was fun. Well, try to do. I want to do another episode similar. Maybe we can try to sneak one in next weekend. I still want to do TV and talk music a little bit from last year. No time to do it tonight because I gotta go to bed. But yeah.
I will say while I have you on here that band fucking sucks, dude. I do not like that. I don't like it.
It's okay to have bad taste. It happens to.
I listened to it twice and I don't like that dude's voice. It's just I couldn't get into it.
I like it. I also like that it's that fucking hilarious Dave Mustaine line. Speak of mutually assured destruction from fucking Sweating Bullets. That all those funny lines, and they named their band that. I love that. But whatever. I got that's not in my top 10, but it's in my honorable mentions. I have a lot of picks. We'll do it.
Actually, to kind of go back through and look at things. I don't think I listened to a whole lot of new stuff last year, so
I've only been listening to new stuff since fucking December, because that's when all the lists drop, and I'm not cool enough to keep up on things, so I just start listening to all of like the best reviewed albums, and then I go, I like this, so I don't like that. And a few of them, like the ones that stick, or those are like there's a few of them that I've listened to nonstop since the basically end of November or beginning of December when the list started coming out. So good stuff. And then some obvious ones from the year that I obviously listened to. But next time, there's a lot of TV shows we're going to talk about too from last year. TV is always better than movies now, so.
Yeah.
But
I have coming up very soon, I'm going to be helping a buddy with his movie. My friend Dustin Mills is remaking one of his own movies. He's remaking Monster Puppet Massacre. And on the 22nd, I think it's a Sunday, I'm going to go over there and learn how to do puppetry.
Nice.
Excited about that. I love the first one that he made. I think it's great. I'm excited that he's remaking it. And I did some artwork for it. I did some movie posters and stuff, like fake movies. I don't know if I can post them yet, but I'm like waiting to post those on my Instagram. And then I'm actually working on a comic book right now. I have what I feel is a pretty solid idea for a comic. It's not very long. It's just I can't stop fucking drawing this character. And I actually talked to Dave last night, my older brother. I talked to him last night and kind of ran the majority of the story across him, and he gave me some super fucking stellar ideas for it. And I'm even more excited about it now. Like, I can't wait to just fucking get it down the way fucking head. I'm very, very excited about it.
That's awesome.
What I will about the Mothman, I feel like I got a cool fucking spin on it, and I'm excited about it. So
nice.
will announce when I gotta do some other artwork for Dave. Uh, I think it's gonna end up premiering at least the beginning of it will premiere in March to Doom, the art comic thing that Dave has. If you go to March to Doom on Instagram, it's just like a lot of just pen and ink, black and white fucking monster drawings and stuff that he started, and then he made a zine out of it, and he asked me to do some artwork for it, so I got to do some of that, and then I think I'm gonna put at least the first chapter of the book in there, kind of garner some fucking interest.
Nice. Well, keep us posted, bro.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I mean, we'll talk out after and try to set something up for another episode here.
Cool.
On a not Saturday. But I'm out of here. I'm out of this cold garage. This was fun. I love you. We'll talk more about Comic-Con later, but I gotta go because I'm starving.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were supposed to talk about that.
We will.
Yeah, go eat some food, bud.
All right, my guy. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. This was great. Until next time. Peace out.